Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Rime of the Frostmaiden. You can watch this stream every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch our sister stream, the Dorkvision stream, on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight. You can find my books on Drive-Thru-RPG and the DM's Guild, and you can support me at Patreon/NobleGrumpet. With the pleasantries out of the way, let's get back to what we were doing last time in Icewind Dale. Also, you guys have sleds now, so there's that.
Gonna be pleasant.
So you guys left from the Dwarven Valley after a in-depth conversation with Keenor as he identified your magic items, including a curious rapier. I think that was it. I don't think that you identified anything else. There was a potion of climbing.
Yeah. Do we ask about purple thing or no?
I believe you asked about that, and you found out that it was from something called a mind flayer, and that it was psychic in nature.
Bad juju.
And that a nautiloid is one of their ships.
Yep.
Apparently, Nephros is only a little bit possessed.
Yeah.
Just
I
influence.
just have to go there.
He can have a little bit of possession as a treat.
Right.
So,
it's always a tiefling that gets hit.
You guys left the Dwarven Valley and headed to Targos, where Vilma talked to what's-his-face, Oris. Oris masked you, and the rest of you guys went shopping. Met a guy named Fishy, met some other people that weren't quite as intense, and then bought a bunch of sleds, although there are no dogs, so they are empty sleds.
We have to go to Brinchander to get sleds?
For now.
Empty cars.
Sorry?
We have to go to Brinchander to get sleds?
No, to get dogs.
Oh, sorry, dogs. I meant to say dogs, but yeah. So Brinchander, yes, right?
Well, not-
Brinchander is
actually,
one
I
place.
think-
Targos has those
Targos has
as
dogs.
well. Did I say you guys went back to Targos? I meant you guys went to Tourmaline.
Yeah, we went to Tourmaline. That's where we bought the sleds. We're now headed down to Targos.
Yes. Did you actively leave Tourmaline? Because I thought that Vilma was going to talk to Oris in the morning.
Were we waiting? We were waiting on armor.
That's
I
right.
think
Mhm.
for
You
the
were
next
waiting-
day, and I had to do some homework pretty much and write a trade agreement.
That's right. All right. So that leaves us back in Tourmaline. What are you guys gonna do? Oh, that was the other important thing. You went to the east side, where you are now, and you found out that you found a very cursed crystal type of thing that was just hiding underneath the bed of what's her name's father. I can think today.
I can't.
Don't at me. There's a lot of towns. There's like 10 of them.
3 of them start with T.
And 3 of them start with T. I'm almost there. I almost found it. Marta.
There we go.
Get it, proud of you.
Marta.
Marta's father, Clyde, got better, and you guys did everything you could to the strange crystal shard, the shard of crystal rather, and didn't detect as magical. So you tried smashing it, and well, it smashed into 3 pieces. So you put it back gingerly and put it in a box. And
Vendrick is carrying it.
Yeah, either Vendrick's carrying it, or there was a lot of discussion. You
Vendrick's
ended up
Vendrick is
carrying
carrying
it.
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my foot down and I'm gonna say I'm carrying it.
I know.
Paladin has elected safe.
For now,
The
we'll
vendor
see.
puts their foot down and says, "No, I'll get cancer."
We'll see how it goes. We'll
My
see how it
depleted
goes.
uranium.
It might not be a permanent thing that Vendrick holds on to it.
So you always have a place at the east side. Marta's made sure of that. What do you guys want to do before night falls and you guys get your armor and talk to Oris the next morning?
Is there any sort of temple or churches within this area, or any archive information?
Well, you haven't really looked around for that sort of thing.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go walking and looking for it while everyone else is doing their thing, unless someone wants to join.
Okay. Man, I don't remember the time of day, but I think it was pretty late in the day because you guys went shopping. So I'll say it's late afternoon. Make a charisma investigation check if you're looking for a religious spot.
Right, charisma. How do I do this? It's any skill, right?
Yes.
The most charismatic of all of us.
Huh.
Select the mini and click.
It's click the mini, then
I don't
click the
think that
thing, and
worked.
click the drop-down menu. It's a lot.
I don't think
You
that
trash
works.
talk a bunch of other religions.
I guess so.
You go around asking what sort of religion and faith is done here, but most people here aren't too religious. Most people just do their own little silent prayers to the dwarven pantheon when they go mining.
Quick human sacrifice, you know.
No, they do not sacrifice humans here, but they do sacrifice to Oral. They sacrifice warmth once a month.
Mhm.
They go without heat, and nobody lights any fires, and they just try to use each other for warmth during the night. It's
They all die.
awful. Honestly, probably a lot more deaths than sacrificing one person.
Hey, there's some people that I would kill to have a warm night.
Yeah,
After
got
this
the vent
apartment, I
open,
also
crawl
agree.
inside.
All right, Venric, you are not very successful in finding any church nearby, but you do learn those tidbits about their religion.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll just probably wander about for the rest of the day to some degree, and then head back to the tavern or the inn.
Sure. Anybody else for this afternoon?
I think Nevros is content to just kind of hang around. There's not really anything in this city that he's looking for. He's
Are we
gonna.
talking about busting into cat trains from the secret tunnel?
Secret. Okay.
No,
I mean, you
we
did
did-
find out that existed.
Yeah, I think where we ended on that is probably what we're gonna find is the tunnel goes out into the woods and then pops back out, and they've covered their tracks pretty
Yeah.
well. So I think it's probably not worth
It
investigating.
would take a lot to find clues, probably. Like if they left any. I don't know. Yeah, we don't know actually how much of a rush they were in, so they might be clues, but it's usually just got to be traps. And
I think our time is better spent in towns other than this one. So
Not your circus, not your monkeys.
that's right.
Vilma will try to get her homework done as fast as possible so she can go to the Blue Clam.
Make a performance check for how well you write this letter.
Yeah, right. And Or set a low bar for me. Like he said he'd sign anything. So
All right.
Just kidding. I'm the speaker now.
Oh man, you can hide some shit in that clause.
I mean, if you'd like to do that, that's a deception check. But I'm gonna say it's an intelligence-based deception check.
I don't want to like steal his position. I don't want to
Sure.
be in charge of this town.
I guess then it would basically be a charisma-based persuasion check as you try to talk up your deals, kind of.
Okay.
But that'll happen the next day, and we can hammer out the specifics of what that ends up meaning if we need to. All right. So you try and get your homework done as quick as possible, and head to the Blue Clam for a nightcap. I guess it's not a nightcap; it's like a right before bed. I don't know drinking
Afternoon
terms.
camp.
Afternoon cap.
A nap.
Sure.
Drunk nap.
Anybody
From a
joining
big
Vilma? Who is lugging their log that is carved like a walrus?
Everybody loves him. I get so many good compliments on the street when I'm walking by.
Yeah, I'll go and relax too.
All right. I'll change the dark music.
Yeah, it's like we gotta die on
Head to the
way
head to the
there.
Blue Clam.
Everyone's dead.
Just murder clam.
Right, you head down to the Blue Clam. There's a moment of recognition as people realize that Vilma's back, and so's the weird devil guy that was with him that one time.
And Suvi.
And Suvi!
Hell yeah!
Everyone
Good.
cheers. Your reputation precedes you. They beg for a new song from your adventures, and an Axbeak manifests itself.
The X-Beak jig.
Can I axe you for a Axbeak? Pull my
No.
sled, oh Axbeak dear. I don't know. It sounds like a folky song. Otherwise, I guess you can just get a drink.
Just, we'll probably just carouse a bit.
We'll
I don't
send
know.
Grundle to school.
Suvi, have we practiced any new songs?
Maybe.
I'll take that as a no.
I mean,
Well-
your last one was kind of an epic adventuring tale. Maybe something a little raunchy for the sailors, like the miner's daughter.
Everyone gets super mad immediately. Whose daughter are you talking about?
Sounds like Devros is volunteering to lead the song.
Oh, I'm an ideas man. I'm not a performer.
All right. Well, if you don't have any
Start tooling
specific
on the
ones,
flute and, see what happens.
I can let you guys do some carousing. I still don't know how to pronounce that because I've only read it.
Rushing.
Carousing. So normally the carousing rules say you're supposed to take a week to do carousing, but I'd allow it in a day if you'd like to, which would take 25 gold pieces. And the only potential is to get one contact.
Some
This
expensive
place.
carousing.
Listen, there's only one contact in this town that I'm actually here in this room for, so...
That's fair.
Busking check.
All right, well, if nobody would like to do that, thank you all for your detailed responses of yes and or no.
I'm not there.
I'm just watching.
Okay. So, you guys just watch. You order some beers, whatever, and then you sit there, not performing, but, talking to people a bit, not
Heroes
really
need a
carousing
rest as
anywhere.
well.
Just taking a load off.
I could try and spin some tales to people and, I don't know, just grow our religion, maybe.
Tell
See
them
if we
about
get
the
them
orcs.
to talk.
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, whatever you want to do. The world is your oyster, or your clam, as it were.
Oh,
Actually-
I get it, huh?
Actually, getting word around that we, got rid of marauding orcs is probably only a good thing, I can imagine,
We
for
have a
us and
team
our
name now.
reputation. And we have a team name. Actually, this is the perfect place to kind of debut it, I would think.
Perhaps.
Mm.
Mhm.
I mean, it's probably more useful to debut it in one of the towns that's in the center of the world, not.
True, but
This is a
any town,
well-visited
Well,
mining town.
any town
Yeah.
is a good one, and Tourmaline is one of the bigger towns. It's not
Yeah.
Bryn Shander, but it's bigger than Targos.
It's one of the 10.
Well, yeah, we go to another one, a bigger town. Maybe somebody's like, "Oh, I've heard of them before," and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
we're
and then we're
famous.
No, actually, the story's wrong. We killed 50 orcs.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
To
Nephros
be honest, I
does.
lost count
Yes,
after 6.
exactly.
that was just Nephros on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hearing it wrong. Okay, well, if you want to spread tales of the free voices, that's still going to be a performance check.
Let's
Teamwork.
put on some. Okay, yeah. If you guys want to help instead of me using
Yeah,
a spell,
sure.
that'd be good.
We're going to say, let's put on some mood music or something. Let's put on some tunes. I cast Minor Illusion.
No, I was gonna say put on my magical makeup, but I can just use prestidigitation for that instead of enhanceability.
Sure.
I can't inspire myself, so I'll just go off their advantage. What kind of check would you like?
Performance. You are a bard, so you will tell it in the best way you can, with a
Through interpretive dance.
reed accompaniment by Suvi,
Yes.
and
thank
stunning charades by Nephros pretending to kill people.
I'm actually just I'm like the MC hype man.
you.
How many orcs
one
did
goes,
you
"Yeah!"
kill?
Yeah. What?
I'll use
What?
I'll use the shadows on the wall from the fire behind me to start painting pictures of people hacking and fighting.
That's great. I love it. With your advantaged performance check, a 17, people are enraptured by your tale. They're excited that they now have a name for your group, as opposed to just, is that Goliath and that Furball, the two
The
giants
freaks.
that came in and sang one time. Maybe I remember their names, but now they're known as something. The Free Voices of the Dale.
Of the Dale! And just
Of the Dale!
hand in the arm in the air.
Yeah, you kind of punctuate that every few sentences. So the Free Voices of the Dale, and then you start doing it, and then the people start chanting in, filling it in for you. The crowd completes your sentences as you go. The Free Voices points to the crowd of the Dale, and they all cheer and knock their mugs together.
When I say free voices, you say of the Dale.
Free Voices of the Dale. Free Voices of the Dale.
Yeah, wow, it worked.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Don't say anything.
I'm officially the coolest person this town has ever seen. All right.
That's true. They don't see a lot of cool people, so
Clearly
that's
we've
one part of it.
peaked.
But the other part is that you're a great storyteller. And
love Subi. He doesn't say anything, but they just love him.
He's
Yeah.
he's
Nod
the foil.
occasionally.
Yeah, Vilma's just like super energetic. She's like, and then they were slain by Suvi. She poised to him. Just silence.
And everybody loses their mind.
Yeah,
Suvi's the Ninja Brian of this group.
that's correct.
And Nephros is the Aaron who
Hysterical
just shows up
intensely.
once every few
That's entirely
videos
true.
and just does
No.
crazy shit.
I think, yeah, no, I'm definitely Nephros kicks some ass, and I'll definitely sing about him too. He did some work.
Stabby stab.
He's a little astonished to get the spotlight at first, but then he starts working it.
Single-handedly saved several maidens, and
that
one
I
old
did.
man that I may or may not mention.
I pull out the hunting trap with the orc legs stuck in it.
Yes.
He got that still with the leg in it.
I didn't take it out.
Memorabilia.
Exactly. It's on a keychain. As you guys are talking, and telling your stories, the story ends, and it looks like Hagi has joined the audience, and you see her, Vilma, and she comes up to you and says, "I didn't think you'd be back so soon."
Well, we're aficionados, we too. And I couldn't stay away for too long.
Well, I'm glad you're back. She claps you on the back, and goes and like,
Can she reach my back?
yeah, she just holds her hand
Yeah.
upward instead of to the
Yeah.
side.
The jump.
She grabs your like wrist and then like kisses it and just walks away with doe eyes. Doe eyes? No. Snake eyes.
No, it's pronounced does.
Snake eyes.
Like,
Duff eyes. Yeah, she seems to be inviting you to leave with her.
Yeah, I'm definitely not staying at the east side tonight. That is for sure.
You tell Suvi or Nephros, one of them, to make sure the rest of you knows where you are, and then you follow Hagi back to her place for the night. And that's all we have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that. Life's like a box of chocolates. Never know what dwarf you're gonna get tonight.
It's like we're closing the place again, Nephros.
All right. Well, let's make sure we settle up at the bar.
All right, you guys.
We didn't get free drinks. I don't know. I think I did it wrong.
You guys didn't get your free drinks, but you did get some gold. You got about 17 gold to split amongst y'all.
Cool.
It's
I'd say
something.
Subi, just hang on to it.
Alright,
Yeah.
All right.
dogs we still need to buy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ponder that as you finish off your drinks for the night. Venric's been walking around all night. Grundle probably went in early to get tucked in by Jeeves. Kissed on the
Aw.
forehead and some chocolate milk.
Gets a little story told to him.
So there was this one time when I was out fetching a sled for some people when
Wow.
when I was viciously attacked. An axe flew right by my head as I was trying to bring your gear up the mountain. But thankfully, I was able
Was that
to.
my math? Was that my act?
Yes,
it up?
it sure was. That was your axe, young Grundle. Pokes him on the nose.
His eyes go wide.
Wow.
And I brought it back to you because you asked me. That's what the moral of the story is. If you ever have a problem, just ask Jeeves.
Okay.
Good night, Grundle, my fair warrior.
Good night, Jeeves.
I love you.
I love you. Goodbye.
Good night, Moon.
All right. Next day comes. You guys
Where am
eventually are all at the east side. Yeah, I know, Villain. I know.
What's up?
Yeah, I would have snuck in like some point in time in the night.
Maybe in the morning. Since she's got her homework to bring to Oris.
I was gonna say, it's like, hey,
Make
Vilma, why are you wearing the same clothes? Oh wait, no, we always wear the same clothes.
We always win.
We don't have a closet. We are poor.
Well, you guys always wear the same clothes.
Grundle, why are you wearing
We're
no
effectively
clothes?
homeless.
It's
No clothes
cold
is the
out.
same clothes.
Grundle, I folded them and put them at the base of the bed. Did you not see them? There were 2 loincloths there.
Oh.
Use one of them at least. Go!
Well,
Okay, only one of fine.
those is for wearing.
Well, that's where that headband came from.
Alright, it looks like Vilma's had a late night. I don't know what the check is for need to wake up at this point this point in the morning, even though I've been up all night.
Constitution?
Yeah, it's Constitution. Make a Constitution save, Vilma.
Survival.
You know what? I mean,
Big save.
if I need to sleep more, I will. I'll just say that. I'm not rushing my day just for these guys. Yeah.
You know what? You will.
I'm not waking up, actually.
You need a lot of Constitution to deal with dwarves, in many respects. You go back to your room, look at the homework that was almost done on the desk, and you just decide Oris can wait for the afternoon, and you plop down on the bed for 8 more hours.
8 more? Holy crap.
If you want to get rid of the exhaustion that I'm about to give you.
Why are you doing this to me? Okay.
You were up all night doing endurance challenges, so I don't know.
No, that's fair.
You're up all night to get.
Well, I didn't
Augie.
get to roll for any of those challenges, and maybe I did a good job.
This is the roll.
Maybe a low number is a good job.
I didn't do a good job.
Oh, no, a low number just means that you were the bottom. Somehow. Well, I guess that makes sense.
It kind of makes
Survival.
Logistically speaking.
survival. Yeah.
Make a
All right, you
survival
guys have fun
check.
today.
Oh, no.
You
All
guys
right.
have fun today. I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, Vilma's gonna need some R&R to get rid of that.
Gonna need a nap.
Does anybody want to do some downtime activities today while we head out? Because we do have 8 hours to contend with.
I don't know.
Let me refer to the list.
Sure. I also have a list with me. I mean, you're going to be hard-pressed to buy or sell a magic item, so that one's a little bit off the table. But you could craft things, you could carouse, you could do crime, gambling. Pit fighting is a bit out, but maybe you could find somebody to spar with. Religious services, again, there aren't really any churches here that you were able to find. You can do research. There might be some places they might be able to look. Training, or just work.
Well, we got crystal sneakies to investigate.
I was just
We
about to
got
say, yeah, I might try and
Pentown
research.
murderer.
I might try and. If there is access to like documentation or even just like someone who knows things, I guess Nephros might try and research this cult that seems to be abducting people with the black crystals around their necks.
Yeah, sure. So you're looking into information specifically about the cult that's kidnapping people. So you're
Yes.
asking around about that.
I think so, yeah. So maybe that's still, well, it's not really carousing, but yeah. All right, yeah.
Well, I would call it research, but it would just be a charisma-based check instead of an intelligence check.
Okay, yeah, like charisma investigation or something.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, cool.
Also, I will
Just
say
do it.
that now normally it costs like 100 gold pieces to do it for a week. I'll say it's like 10 gold pieces to do it for a day.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
But if you succeed, you could get some useful lore. Some actionable lore.
Tips and tricks.
When does lore become quest?
Well,
Not right now.
yeah, certainly not now.
Certainly not Nephros. Good old get a 6 Nephros.
Classic. Good old roll of 2.
Well, you spend some time, you try and pay people off, but most people have information that you already know, that people might have seen tieflings. People were asking around town looking for people that had seen the like that like black sort of crystal, because that's what they were asking when they went to find Huarwar. And that's how they ended up finding him, because he had a strange crystal. So they were here. a while ago looking for the crystal, but that's all you can tell about them, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
Well, anybody else? Anybody else that might want to roll higher than a 6?
I mean, that's the whole thing that I was trying to do before too, is get like research.
But our collective intelligence
rolled
is
an
10,
8.
so...
Well, that was for, researching the local religion. Finding a church.
Okay, well then I guess if this is different, then maybe I'll go about and do the same thing in a different area.
Sure. You guys split up throughout town. You can do the same thing with 10 gold pieces. Just feed it directly into the DM's mouth.
Sure. And
He
what do I
gives
roll?
us 17, we give 10 back.
I was gonna say I probably should have just fielded this a little bit less cavalier and just said, "Hey, does anyone help?"
Yeah. That's true. It would have only costed 10 gold pieces.
So how much do I roll? Or what do I roll?
Sorry. In this case, it's going to be a charisma-based investigation. Just like before. Just for something different.
Always takes forever. No!
Well,
Why
I
are all these skill
did
checks
say
subtracting 1?
higher than 6, so you didn't disappoint me there. And for that,
Pity points. DM's girlfriend pity points.
And I don't want pity point.
Take the average of 6.
I'll say your collective efforts. You do finally come across someone that has heard one name, and that name is the Knights of the Black Sword.
Oh.
It's come up in both yours and Nephros's search. You don't know if it's related, but since it came up twice, you think maybe there's something to it.
Cool.
No, thanks for writing that in.
But did he spell Huara right?
Probably not.
No. I mean, I'm just assuming as well, but...
Don't even
No,
check.
actually, that's right. You did it right.
Got him.
Nicolas.
Got him. All right. So that was Venric, Nephros, Suvi, Grundle. You guys doing anything before Wilma wakes up?
Wilma!
Wilma, you gotta talk trade agreements today.
No. Well, I don't think another investigation check is gonna do much, huh?
Nah. I mean, they did the best they could. But if you want to do something else, that's on you.
I have an interesting question.
Yeah.
Do the miners and sailors of this town participate in like arm wrestling or various feats of strength contests?
I'm sure you'd find someone that would. Probably
Is it just
more like... Honestly, maybe last night was probably an opportunity for that, but maybe someone down at the
Okay.
docks would be willing.
It just occurred to me that I was looking at all the downtime and I was like, oh, pit fighting. Wait a minute. Could that fall under that umbrella?
Yeah, I mean, you could... I would call that pit fighting, but like...
I mean,
maybe
you have to tweak it.
Yeah, maybe a little. Maybe like wrestling instead of pit
Hmm.
fighting.
Pit
It's
wrestling?
written like that, so...
Hmm.
Well, yeah, if you guys want to just hang around for 8 hours, then that's fine too.
I'm
Okay.
going fishing.
If you want to go fishing, you totally can.
Yeah, he's got a fishing minigame ready to go.
they finally went fishing. There's a
Look out for
party here
Leviathan.
in Agrabah. Oh fuck, it's been far too long. I've forgotten how to do my own fishing minigame. Alright, I'm gonna need you to make... It is a survival check. I hope that you're good at those.
I suck at those.
See, that's all you have to do. Utmost non-confidence in yourself. And then you will roll well. Okay.
Above average even.
Above average even. Done. Sorry, I was not ready for the fishing minigame, honestly, because I figured you guys were going to ignore the water forever. But it turns
Water
out
scowy.
that was wrong. But that turned out
Press
to be a
A
lie.
rapidly to reel in the fish.
Ah, okay. It gave me a page number. Why is it before the pronunciation guide? Okay, that was weird.
You mean that part you didn't read?
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, DC 15. You just made it. Great. Let's
fish.
see what you hooked.
Golden boot.
You got an Icewind eel pout.
Sounds like a disease.
Well,
All right,
now you
going
need
in
to
the inventory.
make a athletics check against the eel pout. Thankfully, they have -1.
Bring it on, fish.
Is that like a really pouty eel?
It's an eel pout.
Oh, of course.
Reeled in eel.
Yep. You very easily reel in this eel pout. It's a frowny looking thing. It's. Wait, I have a token of it. There he is. You got him.
Yay.
Cute.
I sell him to the gray market merchant for ambrosia.
Well, that was only 1 hour. You can do this 8 times before Vilma needs to do something.
Wow.
I'm gonna fish until I find a challenge.
Hell
Reminder,
yeah.
you cannot sell fish unless you are allied with the British or the Hessian armies.
And only during springtime. Okay.
That is bigger than I thought it'd be. Jeez.
I'm gonna have you make all your survival checks now, so I can figure out how many successes there are, because that'll just be a bit more efficient.
What'd you say? 8?
Yeah, 8 total, so 1 less than that. Ooh, natural 20. Okay, so that's 3 successes so far. 1, 2, 6.
That makes 8. No, 7.
Mhm.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Excellent. Let's see what
Fight
you.
better in the afternoon, clearly.
Yeah. Ooh, a 2-horn sculpin. All right, now this is gonna be an athletics check against this guy. This guy is +2.
Athletics. He's a fighter. He's
Not
a
really.
fighter. He's a surrenderer.
Yeah, this thing's a little
Jumps out
guy.
of the water into my hands.
Here, fish, 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 fish.
Daddy!
After reeling that one in, you finally get one of the textbook knucklehead trouts
Knucklehead.
that Icewind Dale is famous for. It's another +2 bonus for them.
Knuckle dusted.
Oh, easy peasy.
Gotta break 10, my dude.
You hook another one. Hold on. I'll start getting these things in here. You're just surrounded in fish, dude. All right. How many? We got 3 more, I think.
Sure.
Ooh, paddle snout sturgeon. Now this guy is a bit tougher to reel in. Let's make a check. This guy has a +4 bonus to his athletics. Oh no, +6 because he has proficiency.
Finally, a battle.
16.
Ooh.
Ooh, you failed to get this guy. As you reel in this fish, such a deep sea fish this close to the shore, you wouldn't believe it possible. It smacks you in the face as you it successfully smacks you in the face for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Get
I would have
battered
killed
across the
somebody! I would have killed most people.
Oh well,
Damn,
it's been a
son.
while. It's been a while since we've seen.
He did not want to
Certainly.
be touched.
But did you see a bunch of commoners out fishing? Like 3 of them are just dead on the docks.
Well, Suvi like pulled it out onto the dock or something, and it started flipping around it and like knocked him on the ground with its hefty, meaty tail. And it has just this big, dumb nose of a face that slams into his face, like bleeding from the forehead as he just like tries to grab it, and it wiggles around as he finally it slips through his fingers into the water again.
You're lucky to be alive.
Jesus Christ.
That's the good thing that thing has a multi-attack.
Multi-flop. Magikarp used Splash. It was a critical hit.
I get a giant crab now.
Giant crab.
You get a giant crab. Hold on. I
I'll go in the water and chase
you
that
gonna
sturgeon
die?
down.
think this might be a problem.
You die fishing, Matt?
I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check.
Oh
Right,
no.
abort and just leave him in the water.
It has +1.
Oh god.
Okay. It makes it out of the water. And you realize that this thing.
And whether it just emerged to attack me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
Grundle.
I'm gonna say at this point that it is gonna make a claw attack against your fishing line. Thankfully, it misses. You're able to salvage the line and tear it out of the crab before it gets away. All right, last one, I think. Let's see what you hooked. Another knucklehead trout. So an athletics check. Alrighty.
Man,
Yeah,
after getting clocked
+2.
by a fish, you really can't roll it.
Yeah, you're off your game, man. You got a
Ah.
phobia now.
The
Go back in
knucklehead
that lake and
is
kill that sturgeon.
rambunctious. It slaps you with its tail, and
Fucking battle
thankfully
trap.
misses. As it leaps out of the water, the hook tears through its cheek, and it gets back in there and goes away. So you got what? An eel pout, a sculpin, and at least one knucklehead trout. And the rest got away. Yay! You take
Third
them.
of my soul.
And a third of my soul to the depths, and no sea monsters, surprisingly.
See that sturgeon again. I'm going in after him.
Well, we did find out what the sea monster was. It was a sturgeon. It's a veritable river monster. All right. These boys are worth different amounts. That's gonna end up totaling about. That's gonna total about 15 gold pieces.
I wonder the fishermen wanted to pay us so little. It's good money.
Yeah.
You should just retire here.
Yeah, what about all the hunting things? This sturgeon that can nearly kill you in one hit around here.
It's an honorable profession. All right. After that, 8 hours or so of fishing, you bring your haul to market, sell off your wares, and Vilma, you waken refreshed.
Awaken.
The birds are chirping. Da da da.
Oh, that was 8 hours ago, dude.
Oh, well, I'll make birds chirp with my magic.
It is once again late afternoon.
Great, perfect. I will finish writing things up and go ahead over to see Oris.
Vilma, wait.
Oh, Jeeves.
You have forgotten something.
What is that?
Your bento box and your thermos of tea.
Thank you. Did you wash my clothes as well?
Of course, Mistress Vilma.
Thank you, Jeeves.
He bows his head.
I give him a little head pat, I guess.
He kind of furrows his brow a bit, like in confusion. And then
He
just
wanted it, and I walk away.
Sure. You head to Oris. It takes him a while to meet with you. He was off discussing matters with someone. You see his mother come out from the back room where he was meeting. He comes out straightening his tie and goes, another fine day. I guess I'll see you next month, Mother. Oh, Vilma. I was expecting you earlier, but you're here now, and that's what's important.
I'll give a small good evening to Mrs. Masthew as I go to talk to Oris.
She nods to you and kind of smirks. Thanks for sorting out my husband.
Is your
Husband? Shit. A
Chris.
son.
Wow, I just learned something real weird.
And you thought Targus was a weird car.
No, I think I've done this once before.
You
I
were
don't know.
back. You were the
You're
most
channeling
backward
your-
today.
I am
You're-
I am pretty backwards today. I did not
so
have much
backwards.
sleep. I want to say our neighbors woke us up at like 3 a.m. and then 5 a.m. and then I got up at 6 a.m.
All the
And-
fun of having a house cat.
Anyway, I'm doing my best. That is
Yeah.
his mother, and thanks for sorting out my son, Oris.
Okay. Oh, I feel like I misheard you, but yeah, your son.
Yes, I'm a bit drunk too. Anyway, she nods to you and leaves. Sit down, Vilma. Let's discuss. You did your homework, yes?
Yes, I've written up some trade agreements for the future. And all you have to do you can read it over and to sign and upon my call we'll start our trade.
Very good. So, I've done a little homework myself. I was discussing some familiar trade routes that come in and out of Tourmaline.
Oh yes.
My mother knows more about that than I do, so I was
Very
consulting
strange.
her. Thankfully you came late, so I was able to spend the day with her, and boy, I love spending the entire day with her. Anyway, let's get down to brass
Someone's
tacks.
projecting.
You do know what brass tacks are, yes?
I don't know. People keep saying that. I don't.
Common Tourmaline expression. Anywho,
Tourmaline, of course. Now
why don't you try and persuade me with a charisma persuasion check?
I
He
would
looks expectantly.
definitely have done my enhanceability before I've gotten in here for something like this.
Exactly.
So I will do Eagle Splendor. Just
You walk
Look
in,
my
there's
best.
just like a raking silhouette that's perpetually behind you, and like an eagle cries in the distance every time you speak. And you're always like looking upward and to the right, like as you're talking, like some sort of poster. All right.
always heroic. And definitely wearing my good clothes today for sure. So I will do a persuasion.
All right.
25.
25 will do it. Oris agrees to your amiable terms and agrees to open trade with the Goliaths of insert hometown here.
Well, it'll be whoever I choose. They'll basically I'll have another copy, and then they'll bring it, and they'll be considered acting on my will.
Right, so you're going to get a liaison to go between
Yes.
Tourmaline.
And it's got to be the Goliath. It's my plan, but I don't specify it specifically as Goliath.
Gotcha. All right. He agrees to these terms and looks forward to meeting your liaison in the future. And
Just
yeah,
gotta find them.
Sure. Thanks you for your time and wishes you well in your travels. Since adventurers do get up to some dangerous stuff, he hopes that you are safe in your journeys.
Yeah, I'll tell him to go hear about the tales that's going around the Blue Clam right now about us, if he wants to hear
Dangerous
it.
stuff like fishing on a dock.
Why don't you tell stories about that? All right. Well, that's it for Oris. And it looks like you guys are, for the most part, done in Tourmaline. You guys still have
Did
your...
they get all their armor?
Oh, that's right. You guys could have gotten your armor today, I believe.
That's why I got hit by the fish. I
yeah.
had no armor.
Exactly. It was in the shop. You head back to the couple that was doing your leather work? It was leather work, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And they're able to get you back your stuff. Easy peasy. All right.
Great.
Well, if you guys are all set in Tourmaline, I guess it's time to drag your sleds by hand to the next town.
I'm gonna take a short rest real quick.
That's fair. You guys can head out tonight or in the morning if you want.
Yeah, I should probably set out tonight. We've been here long enough.
It's up to you. There's not technically a hard time limit. Like, no one's dying on a mountain anymore, so you got that
We
going
know
for you.
about.
Yeah, that you know about. That you have agency to deal with. The only things that your current quest log is to get your rewards from Targos, to get a dog, or get dogs for your sleds. You are chasing down a suspected murderer, the 10 Towns cold-blooded killer, and you're also tracking down Huarwar, which is you've obviously already looked into a bit here. Just as a refresher, because to you guys, this is more fresh in your minds, in your characters' eyes.
So if we go to Targos, that'll also be Targos, Brinchander, and East Haven is like the area where the killer was the most active.
Yes, because those are the cities that sacrifice,
Yeah.
human sacrifice to Oral.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's. I mean, you look like you could use a good night's rest, Subi. Maybe we just head out in the morning.
Yeah, you should have seen this sturgeon. It was as big as you.
Ooh.
Sure, Suvi. Guy thinks he saw a lake monster.
He's got a black
I almost
eye.
killed the lake monster.
Sure you did.
That's what it was the whole
I would
time.
have jumped in and strangled it. Where is Grundle? You didn't leave him unattended, did you?
He
No,
has
I mean,
been
I
in
left
my
him with,
care.
Yeah.
I made sure
Well,
that he went for a jog today.
Why?
Oh, good. Yeah, I used that trick on him once.
Ah, yes. Did you also tell him that we were racing? He
Of
thought that
course.
I got back here before he did. I had never left, you see.
I don't like the tone that you said that with.
Very well. I will change my tone in the future, Master Nephros.
I will add 5% less snark.
Decrease volume by 5%. Alright, well, off to the next town?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll do a night's rest so that Subi can heal, and then we'll head on off.
Sure. You guys can
White and early.
You guys complete your
Quite a
long
dog.
rest. And we head to the Icewind Dale map. I still have an eel pout on my screen. Alright.
The great eel pouch.
Here.
May his passing bless us all.
Can't quite get all the 10 towns on the map. No, there we go. Are there any down there? Oh. Well, I got 9 of the towns on the map. Alright, so, you guys are in Targos. It's quite a ways to both Brinchander... Or you're in Tourmaline. It's quite a way to Targos and Brinchander. Especially by pulling your own sleds. But it's doable. So, are there any precautions that you're taking, or like, are you summoning creatures or something to pull these sleds, or is there anything that you want to do to try to ease the travel?
Would I look like a druid?
I don't know, man. I'm just seeing if there's a better way.
Well, I do have speak with animals.
Well?
Convince some local wildlife to carry us.
You could
Squirrel,
certainly
we need
try.
your help.
That is the thing you can try.
That is the thing you can try. Maybe not this close to town, so maybe you start heading out for like an hour or so and realize this sucks.
Why
Let's
did we
see.
buy 300 pounds of useless sleds?
Why did we buy the sleds before the dogs?
They didn't
I
have
don't know.
I know I'm
just-
not smart, but I'm smarter than
Almost
this.
said they got a hell of a deal on
It's a
them.
sled. It's easy. You just push it.
Well, you'd probably want to pull it.
Well, if you
You know, it's kind of up in the
Yeah,
air
you-
whether which one would be quicker.
Yeah, you guys get 1 hour out of town by sled, but it's 4 hours out of town. Normally it would be 2 hours out of town using your snowshoes, but because you're being lugged down by these sleds, it does take you like a full 4 hours to go 1 mile. It's
How
awful.
do dogs do this?
well, dogs do this by having 4 of them. Subi gets the idea and is going to try and scout around for some animals that might be able to pull the sled. You've come by, like whole
Some elk.
troops of elk before, so maybe you can come across a group like that again. So I'm going to have Suvi make a survival check. A survival check, why not? Alright, a 14. Let's see what the world yields for you. Alright, now I need to interpret that. This is one thing that I should probably make a macro for, so I don't have to keep
Come on, DM,
flipping.
arbitrate the rules.
I know, I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, alright.
Why not Giant Crabberg?
You catch wind of a herd of beasts. I didn't think I'd get it again, but I got it again. Thankfully, I rolled 2 dice.
Encounter, and we encountered one.
I know, but it's weird because it's like a 10% chance. Anywho,
Just that good.
let's see what sort of animals you do find.
Animals.
Animals.
Bear. Owl bear. Owl bear.
We want something tameable.
All right.
Yeah, we just need a whisper.
Yeah, we just
Gray
need
renders.
we just need something tameable, like a troop of gray renders.
Ooh, you could talk to some yetis and they could pull our sleds. That's how
That's
it worked
true.
last time, right?
Yeah, you come across this trail, and it's rather noticeable that the trail returning from the lake must have been coming for a drink, but they are large and, in fact, larger than you would have initially thought. They are, in fact, huge. They have gigantic elephantine footprints that they're leaving in the snow. You could probably track down this troop of 10 or so mammoths if you took time to follow them.
Just want to meet some mammoths.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Then follow
I-
me.
We just need to get one and it'll carry all of the sleds.
One of them is amicable for a quick adventure.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Make another survival check to track them down now that you've found the signs of their presence.
Mammoth sign.
Mammoth sign.
Still warm. You could warm your hands up in this.
I also realized we left the tavern long ago. Hold on. There we go. No more tavern. I destroyed it. Okay.
It's gone forever.
I destroyed it. I am your god.
I am God. The tavern has been orbital sniped. You track down this herd of mammoth quite easily. They did leave quite the trail, and it hadn't been destroyed by the blizzards that so frequent Icewind Dale yet. You eventually come upon the herd, and sure enough, there's like a dozen or so mammoths just walking slowly through the snow, trudging on towards like a hilly expanse in the distance, like in the midst of like a wide fat plain with barely any trees in sight. You guys are like tracking them, and they seem to have taken notice of your presence in the wide open area, but they haven't done anything yet. What will you do?
Find the alpha and make it my friend.
Oh, I was very worried you were about to say make it my bitch. I take the alpha
I
and
will-
grab them by the
Where?
tusks.
I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Good.
Thanks, Drongo, or whatever his name is, from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Ah! God, that's so funny. Alright, Suvi, you are inspired by Vilma's quiet rhyme that she reminds you of the hunter tracking down its prey. Not necessarily applicable, but the spirit's still there.
Greetings, great beasts. We require your services if you are willing to offer them. We could find you fresh leaves to eat or something.
Whatever the hell you eat.
Whatever the
Get out
fuck
of
you
sight.
eat. Yeah, make
We
a
have some bread.
bread.
I don't know. Fancy bribes.
Make a persuasion check. I believe that's how your feature works. Yes, you can make a
Yeah,
charisma
plug
persuasion.
into persuasion. I have advantage. Should I flex with inspiration?
Is
too,
that,
or-
does
Yeah,
that sound the
dude.
mammoth made?
It doesn't last that long. You might as well.
24.
You speak to the mammoth with all the politeness that such a gentle giant creature deserves, and it seems attentive to your desires. The alpha listens and understands what you, the furbolg, is able to tell your natural friend, and the alpha turns its head to one of the lessers in the group. A few kind of like adolescent mammoths, one obviously a bit older than the other, but both still quite young in the term of elephant years. As you head over to them and start talking to them, the mammoth in charge kind of nods them along and basically has given you 2 mammoths to drag your sleds along. And you kind of get the impression that they're gonna just lend them to you free of charge as long as you can feed them, but they will return once their journey is complete. They probably won't go near towns because they fear the 10-towners.
I figure we can at least get to the the head of the lake, probably.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, great beast.
It nods to you and gives you a little pat on the head with its trunk.
So that's what that feels like as I pat Venric on the head.
Thanks.
They start to slowly make their way into the hills towards wherever their home might be. Only. Anyway, you guys still have 2 mammoths.
Hell yeah.
I gotta tell you, this feels pretty terrific.
His
Two
name
mammoths?
is George. This is George the Mammoth.
That one's female.
Yeah.
It is some bad news. I named my mammoth Philip. What's the bad news? It's a girl mammoth.
It's a mammoth girl.
It's like George Foreman naming all the boys and girls that he has George.
Georgina.
Nope, they're just George.
Well, he's special. Alright, you guys make it along your way, and I won't even bother you for anything because I don't think anybody is crazy enough to go after people with 2 mammoths.
Anyone want?
I'll see if anything shows up.
Right
Hey,
along.
what-
Anybody want to mess?
Why don't that cold troll try to take his toll one more time? We'll see who's fucking. See who wins that one again.
You guys can make a perception check if you'd like. Alright, Suvi's good enough.
Me like.
Actually, I forgot its disadvantage in this distance, but regardless, 15 is still good for Suvi. Off in the distance, you do see that there are some people that are stalking you guys. You're not sure who they are, but they look roughly humanoid in shape, maybe slightly larger and hunched over, more bestial. You've seen them a few times, and they've followed you for a few miles before breaking away, deciding it wasn't worth it. If you'd like, you can make a nature check to try and intuit who or what they were.
Actually,
Yeah, probably
Hey,
natives.
Yeah, that's about all that you can
What was the
determine
name of
from it.
that tribe we ran into?
A
while
You-
ago, the elks.
believe you ran into the bear tribe?
Yeah, I think
I
it
think
was
that
the bear.
was something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
right.
was the bear tribe.
it was the bears.
Okay, yep. The
All around this
bears.
area, right? So it might just be the bear tribe again.
Could be. It was, again, the light is very dim in this part of the world, especially during an eternal winter imposed upon
Whatever
them.
it was, it seems to be gone.
Yeah. At least you have your lives and no shed blood to show for it. You eventually make it about 2 miles outside of Targos when the mammoths stop and they just won't keep moving anymore. Suvi, you take this in understanding and untie the sleds from them, and they start marching back towards
I
where,
give them a lot of
where they
pets.
came from.
A lot of pets
Yeah,
before
Give
they
them the
go.
under the ear pet. I like that.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll lead them to a nice bush of trees on the side somewhere.
Okay, Suvi, make a survival check, and anybody that wants to pet the mammoths, make an animal handling check.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
boy.
no, I'm good.
I am gonna make this roll.
Hell yeah.
But still, okay. Did you roll another one?
Good
Oh
ol',
my god, I'm proficient at that too.
You're proficient and we have the same bonus.
Vilma
Yeah.
heads over and kind of gives them the same treatment that Suvi did, like treating them cordially, like bowing, almost like Harry Potter, like going up to Buckbeak or whatever.
Yeah.
And they seem to accept. They seem to accept it a bit, and then they like let you pet its trunk and like a bit under the ears as they like reach or pull you up towards their ears to get a scratch they couldn't get. The other one's kind of like looking on and flicking its tail, and Grundle and Nephros get this awful idea to try and grab the tail. And they start jumping for it. Eventually, Nephros grabs it, and with a pull, the mammoth rears back, and it's gonna make a stomp attack on Nephros first.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, that'll do it.
For 22 bludgeoning damage.
That wildlife have done so much more damage than any monster.
You
Wildlife is monstrous.
Yeah.
Grundle, it spins around in fear, turning towards you. It goes to attack you, but it isn't going to do it yet. You have a turn to act if you'd like to. Or anybody else can act as well if they want to try and do something to prevent this.
Lay down and play dead.
You you jolt up and then go ragdoll as you fall onto the ground like a Half-Life character. Make a deception check.
Huh?
Grundle the liar.
Grundle the liar. The
It's
liar
okay
on
if
the
I roll
ground.
above
I
10
am
for
dead on the
anything
ground.
right now. Like, I'm doing great.
You're not allowed to complain about your roll.
I guess I'll try and help so they don't die. I'll
Yeah.
try to come. I'm assuming Suvi wants to lead this. I'll help Suvi.
Well, actually,
It's yours. It's not worth it.
Suvi is off finding
He
food
is
for these
off.
mammoths. Vilma, you're in front of the other mammoth. You're close enough that you can do something. So's Venric. Jeeves is not going to risk it.
Can I?
I mean, we can use hero points, right, to try and save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try and save Grundle, yeah.
I'm
if
gonna
something
get
bad happens.
close enough to where that's gonna be relevant, and I'll try to calm the beast.
Gone for 5 minutes and you get the mammoth killed.
I'm better at talking to people than animals, but I can certainly try.
Play music.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I'll try to perform
Bard
it
it out.
down.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'll
bard
allow
it
a
out.
performance check.
That's a good
Sorry,
idea.
giant mammoth, don't kill my friends.
Was there any doubt?
Was there ever any doubt? Vilma looks at the camera.
Did you write a new song?
Yeah, Vilma, as the mammoth goes to see Grundle lying on the ground, just kind of like closing his eyes like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. It goes to like rear back, and then you just start doing like the prelude to Final Fantasy on your on your lute or something.
I feel like I'm just the Road to El Dorado guys right now, trying to play some music like Disney
Maroon? Something right.
You have
musical.
the mammoth stops. It instead of stomping down on Grundle, it stomps down like where it once was, shakes its head, flopping its
On
ears and trunk
Nephros.
back and forth. Yeah, where it was before on Nephros.
Yeah, again.
The other mammoth turns and kind of like assures its other mammoth, and they turn towards you and listen to your sound of music, and they've calmed down before Grundle got in any hot water. Thankfully, no one of importance was injured. Suvi returns and has found bales of grass that he's found nestled underneath the snow where it was resting for the eventually coming spring, and gives it to the mammoths as an offering. The mammoths, now calmed, now full of bellies, walk off. Does anybody want to try that again?
No.
And we're
I'll just
good.
wave.
Thank you, everyone, for sandbagging your rolls intentionally, so mine are always good.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing, yeah.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
a
That
good-
-9 modifier.
Thanks. It really makes me feel better when you guys do this.
All right.
Thank you for seeding the law of averages for me.
You still have some time to get into Targos, since it will take another 4 hours of dragging the sleds.
My push drag is 800 without any problems. So if I might be able to.
Each sled
Help
is
somebody
300
out.
pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be better if we just all lined up and then held ropes to every sleigh at once.
Yeah, I'm saying I can push drag
Oh,
lift
still a crapshoot.
800.
Yeah, so like 2.
So, like, 2
And then
sleds.
I think Suvi also has the same powerful build, right?
Yeah. I don't
So
know
we
how
might be
do
able
the
to-
maximum weight, but
I'm sure it'll be not easy, but I think we could make it not take forever.
yeah,
if
is there
need
like
to
a
be.
strength check we could do or something?
Sure. I forgot that both of you have powerful build. I only remembered the Goliaths. Yeah, I'll let you guys make athletics checks, assisted by your allies.
Sweet. Thank you for
Good.
helping.
All right. Yeah, you guys managed to have the time, and it only takes another 2 hours to pull into Targos. And luckily, you've made it just in the morning. So, markets are just opening up. Everything is normal and nice. Let me just copy your tokens just in case. Targos. Ah, yes. Your tokens are not here. I thought ahead.
Probably, I'll throw a heal at the cure wounds to Nephros, so I should probably do that.
Nah, I'll be
Oh,
fine.
I
I'll be fine.
appreciate Just got this conspicuously hoof-shaped dent in my chest.
Well,
Wow.
that explains the hoof-shaped footprint with a Nephros in the middle of it.
You can
That's
also
right.
hold on to your potions and I can heal.
That was cure wounds.
Ah.
All right.
But he still has missing health if you want to help him.
Like, how much missing health? Like a little boo-boo or like
11.
a big gaping wound?
I mean,
Missing
I mean,
limb?
we're just getting our quest rewards and then trying to buy some dogs for the sleds in here, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
How bad could it go?
Unless
Yeah,
there's a
but-
better
I-
piece of burden we can hire at Brinchander.
Let me just patch up those bloody gaping... Alright, cool. Yeah. I'll give you 11 hit points.
That's nice. You guys pull in as the morning sun is starting to rise way past the clouds through the dim light of the morning, and you pull into the walled city of Targos, with its cliffs overlooking its completely frozen and ice-locked docks. It's cold. It's morning. The Galway Trade Depot is starting to open up, back where you saw the kennel where you guys had gotten your dogs before.
Get the early deals.
Hell yeah. You head on
Everybody
over.
got your coupons?
Early bird special on pups.
Got it.
Sufi does have a coupon.
Does he have a coupon?
Oh,
I wouldn't have put it past myself. All right.
So he fabricates a coupon for us.
Ho ho. No, I did not do that. All right. You guys head to the Galloway Trade Depot to try and fetch something to pull your sleds other than mammoths you found, because they can
I mean-
apparently be dangerous if untrained. and unfriendly. And if you yank their tail specifically, Nephros.
Yeah.
I'll leave you alone for
don't piss
5
them off.
minutes.
I
Hey,
didn't
it
do
wasn't
it.
in the manual.
Yeah, you didn't read the manual?
We all
Wasn't
read
in
the
there.
manual.
I was just afraid of being squished. They're big.
Yeah,
lucky
you're
you don't
little.
like music.
Yeah, right.
All right. It looks like places are still opening up. You see the inn nearby called the Trip and Shuffle. You're not sure what the sign is supposed to represent, but that's what people seem to call it. It's just a boot for its sign.
Do the trip and shuffle.
You see somebody just sweeping off the snow of the front porch and knocking the icicles off the roof. Venric, I'm going to have you make a history check
Ooh.
with advantage.
Tell us a story.
It's intelligence. Your knowledge of
Is werewolf
history.
related?
I don't know. We'll find out. Well, a 15 history. You recognize this person's like scarf that they're using. It's got a familiar purple to it, and it also has a matching gold trim. It looks like a cloak or a cape from the Purple Dragon Knights.
PDNs?
PDKs.
PDKs. K starts with N.
Do I
I mean,
notice
that's
anything
not-
else about them? Like, or do they seem like they're just wearing it? Like, are they?
Well, it seems like they're just wearing it. It's not like they're like
They're not
wearing
in
armor or anything.
Yeah.
It's just an innkeeper with like dark, like ruffled hair. They've got a nose peering over the scarf that's kind of wide set. They got like, yeah, they got a lot of layers of clothing going on under them, but they are also wearing like an apron over everything.
Okay. I was trying to figure out if it's more of like they're still presenting as part of like that military faction, or if they're just wearing it casually because it keeps them warm. But they might have been there. I'm gonna approach either way.
Sure. You head up to the Trip and Shuffle.
I'll do the standard, just like salute, just kind of like be polite and just be like, wow, I didn't think I'd see any other purple knights around here.
The person suddenly looks at you, very jerking motion, and goes, Who are you?
My name's Venric. I pulled the little like pin off of my armor, kind of like emblazon it and like look. Are you not a part of the Purple Knights? You're wearing their regalia.
He looks at the scarf. No, someone just left this at the inn. I found it.
Oh, all right, that's fair. Well, I mean, hello to you either way. Do you know where they went? Maybe I'm just curious.
Sorry. They probably left about a week ago. Headed off towards East Haven.
East Haven. God, there's 10 towns. I pull out the map and I start looking at it. Where is that?
It's this one way over here. Fenric, you're normally pretty gullible, but you think
Don't
this
need to tell
guy's
me.
not telling the whole truth.
Even
Um,
Grundle finds this guy suspicious. Like,
I rolled an insight for you, and you got a natural 20.
I was gonna say, would I be able to look at the scarf, do like a little perception check, see if maybe it was worn or if there was any like rips or tears or holes that have been patched because they've been stabbed or something?
That'd be a perception check.
Look, Nephros, Venric has a little friend over there. They got
Oh,
matching
yeah.
scarves.
Oh, that's nice.
Nope.
I wonder if they're a fox too.
Oh yeah,
That's probably how it works.
I think that's how it works.
Well, so you don't remember their name? Can you describe what they looked like? Anything? Like,
I didn't get a good look at them. Pretty sure they were blonde hair, and they heavy set, full armor. They didn't say anything. They didn't talk to me. I don't know anything. I need to go set up the bar. So good day, Mr. Knight. Kind of like nods his head at you and walks inside and closes the door behind him.
He made him uncomfortable.
You don't even need to make an insight check. I already did it for you.
Oh, okay.
I told you. I got a natural 20. This guy is obviously hiding something.
I thought you said that was for Grundle because somebody else was talking at the same time.
Oh, did I say Grundle?
No, you just said you rolled a natural 20. I didn't know it was for Fenric.
Oh, yeah, it was for you.
Huh. Oh, I don't like that. That's not good. Let's go back to the group. Hey, question. Is it morally right to beat up a person to potentially get information out of them if they potentially harmed somebody else to steal their shit?
Bad cop, good cop. Let's go.
On the
I
context,
already whipped out my axe.
Whoa. No, I don't want to kill the
No, no,
guy.
no.
It just seems like he's up to no good and he's hiding some stuff.
Oh, okay. I put the axe away and I take out the mace.
No, Grundle.
It's better.
That's death.
I'll pick it. I'll grab Grundle by the wrist. No, these weapons. These are how you get information out of people.
Oh, my
See,
fist.
the other ones just make them not say anything. We want them to talk.
Okay, let's go.
well, we could
Good
tail
boy.
him for a bit if you're so bothered by it.
Wait, we're gonna do this right now. We could just try and figure out what he's doing and just kind of skulk around a bit. We don't need to go in blazing.
Is he in the bar, or what was he doing?
He just
Bunting
went
got the boys'
inside.
hopes up, Fenric. You gotta back away now.
He said he was
So-
going to set up the bar for the day, and then went inside and closed the door.
So he's a barkeep.
Yeah, it seems like he owns the place, or at least he works there.
One thing, is this town one of the ones that sacrifices people or no?
That's right.
It is,
Mhm.
It is. Okay, good.
and
to
it
know.
is once a month, even though I believe I said once a week or something the first time.
Yeah, I'm like, this
A
town would
lot
be
of
empty by
death.
now.
Not enough people.
Wait, are you all thinking that maybe one of my comrades was sacrificed to this?
I don't
horror-
know. You walked off. You talked to a man. He was very nervous and left. with
I
any
should have
disrespect from
gone with you, Benric.
And now we're gonna beat him up because you came
Well,
back
I
and said
just-
you want to beat him up.
I was just curious.
I
It
just
seemed
figured
really
you insulted
suspicious. No, actually, he wanted to get away from me pretty quickly. So, which
Young
was-
master, follow
Good.
your vows. Let them guide you.
yeah, and it's called protect people who cannot protect themselves. And that's why I wasn't sure, because maybe he's just very vulnerable.
So he's very vulnerable and cannot protect himself. So
That
you
doesn't
want
mean
to beat him up.
No.
Let's beat him with kindness.
He didn't want to be recognized as one of your knights. He would not be wearing the colors. So
He probably didn't know. Why don't
He
you
would-
just go and get a drink, and I can find us a different place to stay. Don't beat him up.
I assume that's not the inn. I don't think. Is
Yeah,
it?
it's just a
Nah.
tavern, not an inn.
Yeah.
I might have said inn a few times because I say things.
yeah, we stayed at the Luskin Arms last time, I believe.
Aye, that
Mhm.
is a tavern and an inn. That's south down the or not south,
So you
down
went
the
to
cliff.
Trip and shuffle.
The trip and shuffle.
Okay.
Yeah. The Luskin Arms was the one where we had,
The seer
Uh,
was staying, or not the seer. The speaker was staying
Yeah.
there. Nerth.
Maybe we should get a room or something, get settled, and then start to do the interrogations.
sure.
We
I
gotta
mean,
put these
Looking to run
sleds
away, they
somewhere.
wouldn't go into a building with one entrance, right?
But we should, I agree with Grundle, we should drop stuff off, but we could check in on this later on. Maybe just get a few drinks and pretend to, be there for fun merriment and just listen in.
But he knows you. You're gonna throw that all off.
Then I don't go.
Maybe
Why-
you can
why don't we-
disguise him as a baby.
Why don't we
Ooh.
take this time to poke around and find Garrett, see how he's doing?
Give me a fox.
Ha.
Was that this town?
That was this town.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
why
why
don't we
you're
stop
back
in
here.
with yeah, why don't we stop in, check in on Garrett, boy, pick up our reward?
Was Garrett a
Gareth?
tiefling?
No,
No, he was a human.
Garrett was a
Human.
human.
Did he have a
Geralt of
lieutenant that was a
Rivia.
tiefling?
Garrett is a man who asked you to help him off of a mountain. And he owns a dog named
His-
Boy.
Yes, his
Oh, that was his. Then
correct.
I was thinking of the guy who
Who
runs
are
the
these
place, the
people?
military.
Nert's lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have that name. I'll tell you it in a moment.
that's fine. That was just. I imagined pictures, not names, so just imagining the person.
He is a tiefling, and that is suspicious. Objectively so. Because we all know tieflings.
They're always horny.
So, all right, let's go find Garrett, drop off our stuff, relax, kind of settle in, and yeah, we'll figure some shit out.
Captain Scath. I found it.
Buy some dogs.
I would like to play with a puppy.
We got so many things to do.
We have so many things to do. We could do any of them. All you'd have to do is say that you're doing them, move your token to someplace, and
I
then
don't know
we can do them.
Where's Gareth? Where did he say he was?
Well, Garrett was around here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
Like
yeah,
up around there.
I think it was up around there.
That's what I remember.
Then we can make our way that way.
We can just whoop.
The
Oh, we could add the party pog.
party pog. Yeah, that's what that's for. Please.
All right.
Poggers.
We don't have access to it. So
Well, you do, I
To you,
think.
God.
Oh, maybe you don't have visibility of it.
We threw our sled in the
that's
River.
a dreadnought, not a sled. Look at the size
A
of it.
sled knot.
Sled.
I got there first. All right.
Doesn't sled.
Your party goes to Garrett's place. You head back to Garrett's home, which is carved intricately with a variety of sculptures, just like embedded in the paneling and the pillars and the pilasters holding up everything. With a knock on the door, you hear barking inside. Woof, 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 woof. There's like a whole bunch of barking.
Boy.
And then they quiet them down and head to the door. Hello, who is it? They're like holding the door back to like a whole bunch of huskies. And Garrett looks up at you and goes, "Oh, it's you. You're finally back.
It's us.
Yeah.
Come on inside. Come on, boy. Come on. Let's go greet our guests."
Boy and boy's family.
Yes, this is boy. This is girl. This is Moynihan. This is this is Spot.
Moynihan.
And
Mordecai.
this one is Death Murder. He didn't really. He got in some trouble, but we rescued him, didn't we? Didn't we, Death Murder? Woof. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna get you some food
Like a
before you
big
kill someone again.
scar in one eye.
Death murder goes gorp.
Hold on.
Face.
Hold on. I have something for this.
The thing.
Yes.
All right.
I always imagine like a Shiba, whenever I hear that sound for whatever reason. Because they don't actually like bark either, they just make weird noises.
Keegan, can you put the kettle on? Garrett, is somebody here? And Keegan comes out and he goes, "Oh, you guys, you're the ones that went off to find Garrett." And now here I am, back in one piece. Here, get what you promised them. I don't remember which one it was. Yep. And Keegan heads over to the shelf, picks up his little scrimshandery, and hands it to you guys. He opens it up. Here, you should be able to sell this for something nice, I hope. We don't have much in terms of money, but we do have tea and a warm fire, so we can keep you here for a while.
I mean, do you care if do you have room to accommodate any of us to stay here?
Don't need to worry about that.
We only have one bed. Yeah, that
Oh
or
no,
the
I can
dog
sleep on the
beds.
floor.
You can if you sleep with the dogs.
Yes.
They're very fluffy.
He's very frugal. He's extremely frugal.
I don't know if we can take this many guests at once, Keegan.
No. Just Frederick.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And maybe.
Always find a room at the inn. It's fine.
That's true. There's so many dogs.
Yeah, these are your
the
people,
puppies
aren't they,
and
Venric?
leave when we're done.
Narrows eyes. And also, anybody around here who may be selling sled dogs? Can you
Yes,
point us in their direction?
Oh
They're in
yeah,
the market.
great sellers up in the market. Yeah, there's a whole kennel up there. Should see the thing.
At the Galloway Trade Depot, right?
That's the one.
No, okay, that one specifically. Can't adopt any of these ones?
No,
Okay.
we love these ones very dearly.
Including murder death?
Death
That's
murder.
That's like kind of rude.
That
Just
tracks
complimenting how adorable their
Hey,
dogs
can
are.
we
You a
take your
good death
dogs?
murderer.
At least I
You
asked.
I have these.
That's fair. At least you did ask.
Rudely asking is Venric's MO.
Asking before I throw a Pokeball at the rival trainer's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon Coliseum, what were
An
you?
alpha dog.
All right. Yeah, Keegan puts some tea on and brings you guys some tea. Jeeves goes, "Well, I suppose I'll be the judge of this." Did
Just
somebody
tea, Jeeves,
say
you don't have to
tea?
run.
Oh yes, we got
Who's
the resident,
fastest when it comes to tea, we learned.
we got the resident tea expert here.
Jeeves takes a
Pyro.
sip, and Keegan looks on expectantly. He grabs for some sugar, plops it in. Grabs some sugar and plops it in. Grabs for some more sugar and some cream and plops
He
it in.
likes it very sweet.
It's good this way. Let me put it that way. Keegan kind of frowns and goes, "Yeah, I know. The herbs got burnt a little. It's been steeping for a bit. We try and make the most out of the tea bags every now and then. Things are tight here in the eternal winter that we've been blessed with. I suppose it's the best you can do with what you have, and that is
Yeah.
admirable."
Yeah, that's kind of fucked, isn't it?
Is Jeeves gonna write a bad review?
I'm going
Yelp?
to get my Gelp review on.
Grandpa, help.
Grandpa Elp.
I'm going to
don't know what to
review
say.
on Grelp.
By adding an R, you've made it very worse.
Sounds like an elder's dating site now.
Swipe right with me on Grelp.
It doesn't. It tastes bad.
Grandpa
It's a word
Words
that tastes bad.
bad.
So,
Grandpa elf parties.
Tastes like hot
Grelps.
leaf juice to me.
Did your companions make it back as well?
yeah, Perilou went off on her own way after making it back to town. She only stayed for a day, but she went off to her home place in Goodmead. With that traumatic experience around her, she said she was done with adventuring for a while.
These are pretty rough.
It was. That mountain was a treacherous one. And it's not normally that treacherous, but the Yetis, they must have moved in since I last was up there a few years back.
I have a feeling something is driving the larger beasts out of the wilds.
Perhaps. Maybe that's that winter goddess or whatever that they keep going on about. I don't even think she caused the winter. I think she's just profiting from it. It's a goddess. What do they have to profit from, Keegan? Well,
Your worship?
the snowbanks, obviously.
Well, clearly the town leadership is more than willing to sacrifice people to it.
Mm.
That's true. Thank goodness
Some
we
show
haven't
of force
gotten
when this
in that.
began, or
Yeah. Can you
They
tell
just
me
make it
whose
up on their own.
idea that was?
Well, the speakers came together and decided that the largest of the towns should do this. I don't agree with it, but they were given a lot of force by some of the locals. Bunch of fanatics and conspiracists. But
Is there a group?
I don't think there's a organized group, but
But people are really.
people in
Just wanna
Icewind Dale are
sacrifice?
a suspicious lot. They're superstitious lot. They, if something like this happens, they're wont to do something crazy.
Is this what people would do to worship the Frostmaiden in the old days? Is there a precedent for this, or they just come up with it?
The Frostmaiden's supposedly this evil sort of deity, so I think that they just kind of
What?
assumed. I don't really know much about religion. I just know it's a bunch of hooey, and if we get sacrificed, I am skipping town. Yeah,
Well,
I'm coming with you, Garrett.
I mean, you couldn't skip if you were sacrificed, right?
Yeah, it kind of works in a strange order, and usually it's you need to be alive to escape.
Well, they announce who won the lot so that they have enough time to make their...
One, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so does that mean everybody has to be present, or does someone like come up to your door and announce that you lost or won?
I don't really know how it works. I suppose they just go to the people's houses. I haven't really heard anything about it.
How do you know who's entering?
how do you know who's
Nobody's
lost?
exempt. That's what they
Well,
promised. Even a speaker could be chosen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any clues about, like, once someone's been chosen, who comes to get them?
Well, I assume somebody in the speaker's tow. I don't know. I know
So
the speaker's
speaker
in...
just shows up one day and says, "Oh, you've been chosen to somebody." There's nothing public about this.
Well, I'm sure they do it. I don't go to town council meetings, okay?
This is the place where they kill people. Why wouldn't you go there?
I just keep my head down. I just want to survive the winter.
Well, when's the next town hall council meeting thing?
I don't know. Probably later in the month.
What, they don't have like weekly ones before then to talk about, like, I don't know, people have been traveling through, or different like resources that maybe you need to like gather, or like different plans? It's just sacrifice?
Just who they're gonna kill, yes, it seems.
What's stopping the locals from just leaving when they find this information?
I don't know,
Must be
but
keeping them at the gates at least. You
they,
want to work on your escape plan.
Mm,
Especially if they shut everybody in and prevent them from escaping.
yes, there's not a good track record for people escaping it.
Wait, are the towns that sacrifice all walled cities?
I actually don't know about
Who
East Haven,
knows?
but I know Bryn Shander and Targos both have walls.
Interesting.
Thought we went to another walled city, but it might have been this one.
Tourmaline had a ruined wall. Like, they used to have a wall, but it is no longer surrounding the entire city. It looks like East Haven doesn't have a wall. Just looking at their map now.
Well, just gonna say, keeping your head down isn't the smartest thing. It's good to know what type of shit's gonna get thrown your way.
Well, I'm sure, but there's not much that I can do. If they tell me that me or Keegan needs to be sacrificed, we're skipping town. We can head out over the ice if we have to. Drag a boat out there. Maybe head to Bremen or Tourmaline or even Lonelywood.
Well, let's just hope that it doesn't happen. But as a monthly rate, that people are being sacrificed with perceivably no effect and no end.
I mean, your bay is still frozen and the winter continues, so clearly it's not working.
I know that, but apparently some people in town think otherwise.
Yeah, who actually specifically would be
Again,
nice?
I'm not a census. I'm not the speaker.
We can just go to the speaker and we can just
I'm
pick
a
out information
hiker,
there.
I
and
think we
Keegan
should.
carves bones and wood. We aren't people that know things. We keep to ourselves.
That's fine, you know,
Not
just
the edge and
you could have
hated
helped.
folk.
You could have helped.
Listen.
Listen, you could have led a revolution. Like, come on.
No. As in
Tensions
giving
are
us
getting high.
information.
Just roll high 20s.
Tensions are getting high here. These people, thank you so much, Garrett and Keegan, for housing us. We're helpful with whatever information you can provide. We're obviously going to keep looking for more, and we know that you can't provide us any extra, and you did what you could.
Thank you.
Fine.
Jeez.
Oh, we also.
Holy crap, man. Go pet a dog.
Look, paladin,
Touch
not
grass.
cleric, thank God, but still,
Go pet a dog, Fenric. You're in a mood.
I'm gonna go pet murder death.
I want
He
this
likes you.
one.
Here, Venric, have a Snickers.
Although you say that about every dog you meet.
No, but this was for real. I like this one.
That's boy.
No,
We all like boy, yes.
this is
Boy's
man.
great.
He's man now.
No, that's true. This one's man.
With two ends.
And that one with the spots, that's Moynihan.
Hey, Moiny.
Wolf!
Yeah, he would wolf like that.
Wolf!
Seeing lots of ones. I want one too. Let's go get some dogs.
Seeing all these dogs, you realize that you do have more things to do today than bug these guys about why they haven't been asking around about the
They keep
sacrifices
saying
plaguing their
that
town.
people speak up, but they don't know anyone
Go to the
who
market, you
did.
pick up some milk, say, hey, is Steve getting sacrificed? Yeah.
It's hard to help people when they don't know how to help themselves. But, it's fine. We'll find information elsewhere and we can help them in a different way.
Yeah.
Living in
Kill
this city is driving these people crazy.
Well, we saved them before. We could save them again. Well, we saved one before. Boy helped.
I didn't think we'd be fighting the town speakers this early, but,
Again, not
how it
fighting.
goes.
Information gathering does not mean fighting.
It
Right,
could.
Brundle?
No,
What?
Grundle?
Yeah, me neither.
So you guys have gotten a wooden box with 4 Scrimshaw figurines in it. There's one that's a spouting whale, one that's a smiling fox, one that's a pair of dancing hares, and one with a walrus that has the words "Big Hunk" carved into the side of it.
Yeah.
So does that mean you have
Oh,
two
you got
big
a portable
hunks?
big hunk now.
Yes, this one's like the size of maybe like a thick pen, like maybe like an inch diameter around. They form like these little rods that fit nicely together.
That's
Not
cute.
not like they interconnect, but they're all about the same size and they fit in the same box.
I'll
Still haven't figured out what these are actually for, but they look nice.
It's
Well,
just
that's
pretty.
that's all they're for. They're looking pretty.
they're all big hunks, little siblings, and so they'll all stay together.
All right.
And they're all worth 10 gold pieces each.
Do we have like quite a collection of these now? We have an extra one from somewhere, don't we?
No, I think I sold that one. That was one I had.
Oh. Gotta collect them all.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, that was a. What animal was that?
I think it was a
Some-
whale or a fish.
It was a trout.
Sure, whale or a fish. Trout is definitely a fish.
Did I
Was
tell
that
about
one that you
the
got
one
back
nearly
in-
knocked me out?
Well, that's a sturgeon.
We got it earlier on, and we sold it to the
The man in Bremen.
not the man in Bremen. The sneaky ones to go and get a sled.
Ah,
Come
cat
on.
train.
Yes.
Sure. I'll believe it. I'll believe anything. Except that these two know everybody in the city.
Uh,
Oh,
It's true.
come on, you believe
The
us?
people who speak up might stand out. I'm just saying, but we
I
can leave.
understand that, but you don't
They
need to
might
speak
conveniently
out
get sacrificed.
to
too.
listen. You don't need to say anything to listen.
We're walking to the market while griping about this.
All right. You guys gripe at this. Garrett and Keegan have their arms around each other as they're waving to you guys and simultaneously keeping the dogs from bursting down the door behind them. Bye. And you guys head off to the market.
The dogs are piled up against the door, making Half-Life physics noises.
Can I try to carry one out with me?
You can
Step back,
try,
Randall.
but
Only
they're
if you
gonna probably stop you.
I was gonna say you could try a legendary stealth check.
With a
Oh.
dog.
Oh, if you want to
Maybe.
sneak out, that's gonna be even harder. But
Legendary disadvantage.
I mean, a mountain defeated these guys. You could
Go,
probably punch them.
Perfect. Got it. Thanks.
Terra perfect.
You just try to stuff the dog in your backpack.
It's so bad it's good.
All right, bye guys. And you're like carrying a dog kind of wrapped around your waist as if it's like a belt or something. And Boy is just kind of like looking around, confused but amused at what's going on, with their tongue lolling out over the place.
He's like, oh boy.
Grundle, you gotta let Boy go.
What? Okay.
Come on, Boy.
Uh,
Boy tumbles, squirming out of your hands onto the ground, and then and then runs after you.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
imagining
kid,
dogs flopping.
it's like that song by the Frostmaiden. You just gotta let it go.
Yeah,
I
you
hate
gotta
her.
give the cold troll its toll. That old chestnut.
Name the Frostmaiden.
I'm the maiden with the frost.
I'm gonna become the Frostmaiden.
I am the maiden who frosts. You guys head to the trade depot. It's now bustling with activity now that you've been visiting for a while.
No, it's a
People
midday rush.
are bartering for this thing and that thing. The dogs are, as usual, a fairly hot ticket. Just because people always need a dog if one has died to some foul monster attack here in the perilous Icewind Dale, or if people are just, like you guys, need new sleds, need new everything, need to go out exploring.
New sledware engine.
Exactly. Yeah. You see I think it was a dwarf that was hawking the goods last time, and they're still there. Don't remember what they look like, but I'm imagining them as like a big blonde bushy beard, with a cap tight over their head, and calling out the beneficial traits of every dog to everybody that passes by. This one's big and strong. This one's got a lot of floof, but there's stuff under there. And
I will tell you what, though.
this one can pull the sleds for miles, I tell you. This one, they'll grow into it. They're young, but they got a heart of a gold. In retriever.
Heart of gold must be a pretty good compliment for a dwarf.
Heart of a golden retriever. So big and dumb.
Aye, all of them, big and dumb, the lot of them, aren't you, doggies?
Right, perfect.
Who's a stupid mutt?
I just want to cuddle them all.
Well,
it's time
you
to
here
get
to
money.
buy?
Yes.
Yep, yeah.
You
Well-
need enough dogs to pull 5 sleds.
5 sleds. How much stuff you tracking? Y'all seem new to dog sledding.
And
Carrying
we
an old
walk
man.
in carrying 3 sleds each.
Well,
How'd you know?
if it's just you guys, I'd say you
Just
need
for
about
regular
two
transport.
per sled.
That's what we ask, yes.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
Yes.
about right.
All
Two
right.
per sled, then. 10? There'll be 10s then.
10 beasts.
Well, that's a lot of dogs, but we do have that. Tell you what, I got a lot of these out that people are still considering buying, and there's not enough for everyone to get all the dogs that they need. What can you offer me to maybe sweeten the pot a bit?
Mm.
Gold coins.
Got some
Extra
slingshot.
money.
Extra money sounds good. I'll give you the dogs if you give me 30 gold pieces per dog.
Oh, hold on. Are you a fan of rare stones and gems, perhaps?
Or
That
perhaps
seems kind of
Grimshaw?
racist, but color me intrigued. What kind of stones are we talking about?
What about these pretty little numbers? And I take out the large topaz and the 3 onyx that I have.
Ooh. Tell you what, these look precious. How much are they worth?
That is a great question.
That's a great
You
question.
Let me
definitely.
I'm not-
consult God real quick.
I'm not sure we ever got them appraised, so I'll probably just have to do my best guess and then upsell.
Usually I've told you to like put it in brackets after or something if it hasn't been appraised.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you've given us the value for some of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, I might have just been a stupid dingo. and just not put down what they're worth. Because I just have in my inventory with no value after them. I just have 1 large topaz and 3 onyx.
Okay, well, I might be able to find them because I think they follow the ones in the DM's guide because I usually roll for them randomly. So I might be able to find exactly how much they're worth by process of looking through the book. What did you say it was, a topaz?
Yeah, 1 large topaz and 3 onyx.
Okay, topaz. Ooh, goodness. And what was the second one?
3 onyx.
3 onyx. Okay. Oh, that's right. They were in the
These, I think,
the
were the
mountain
ones
door,
that were
yes?
under the... Yeah, these were the ones that were, like, under the floor tile, I think.
Yes.
Hey, looks like the
The
loot box.
the topaz is worth 500 gold pieces,
Delightful. Okay.
and the 3 onyx gems are each worth 50 gold pieces. So you got 750, or no, 650 gold pieces worth of gemstones right in front of you. But let's see if you know that. Make an intelligence check. Just don't roll a 6.
I'll do the
Yeah, here
same.
it is.
I'll be right next to him because I want to help him upsell this.
Vilma's like, when did you find these? Let me
I'll
look
do
at these too.
Yeah, was it investigation?
No,
I think
just
it just said
intelligence.
Oh, just intelligence.
We're so smart.
We're the
Pretty
smart.
normal.
We are so smart. You definitely think that this should be able to, like, cover the.
The rock alone.
Let's see. How much is the
You said it was
dogs?
20 gold
This
piece a
is-
dog, so it's 200 for 10.
Yeah, 200 for 10
Yeah,
normally.
this is like way more
So like
than
the onyx, I can when I look
Yeah.
at it, is it reasonable to say that I think that the
We could-
onyx would like cover a lot of it?
Yeah, we could
You
definitely
think the onyx
supplement
would
the
cover a
onyx.
lot of it, and you think that the topaz would probably itself cover all of it.
Way over.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna
I was like, holy crap! Maybe that's the biggest one. That one's worth
Carrying
a lot.
around
Yeah,
the whole
he-
topaz.
I know gems. That's worth a lot.
listen. I don't know rocks. This stupid guy with the mustache is the one who knows about them.
Pretend you didn't
Right.
show him that one. And
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, I guess I was pulling them out, and then so I'll turn over to him and drop the 3 onyx onto the table.
well, first I'll assist you, and I'll do it by. First, you need to shine them up to make them look better,
Oh.
and
alright.
I'll use prestidigitation to make them the shiniest onyxes you've ever seen.
Make a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage, of course, because Vilma's helping.
Oh, me. Okay, sure.
Yeah. All right. The dwarf squints at them, picks them up, and looks them. Well,
Licks them.
I mean, not all dwarves know everything there is to know about gems just because we're dwarves. He like licks the onyx a bit.
Has advantage on appraising, just like stone cutting.
Tell you what, I'd be willing to part with dogs for these onyx, but I'm gonna need some coin to pad it. I'll take it for 50 more gold, and this is a bit of a discount from what I had offered previously.
Nephros looks back to the rest of you. I think that sounds reasonable.
In fact,
yeah,
how about
reasonable
100
size.
silver? And I mean, what was it? 500 silver
500 stuff.
for 50 gold?
Yeah, would you like it in change? Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine.
It's
I did
honestly-
see that shiny orange thing that came around, the topaz that you were hawking, but I don't think I'd be able to offset that in a town like this. So, a bit of gold and a bit of gems sounds perfect for me.
This will be most of the silver that we got.
I'm glad to hear that it's off your chest. Now the dogs
it's
won't
out
have
of
as
my
much out of your chest. I see what you did there. Well, the dogs will certainly feel the sled's a bit lighter, and I appreciate it. Here you go. They've been kept without names for most of their lives, so it's up to you to give them their own.
So
You can-
naming.
That's horrible.
You know what? Actually, since you've been keeping them in the kennel here, do you sell like, I don't know, dog chow? Can we like grab a little bit of, whatever the favorite food is?
Oh, sure, we got lots of feed, mostly in the form of dried bits. Dried bits of meat,
Joy bits.
bit of carrots mixed in there. Good stuff.
Oh,
For the
that's
dogs.
very healthy.
Yeah, vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, it's full of benefits. You could call it Bennett full.
Oh god.
I won't. Thank you.
Benrick starts tasting.
Better like ducks off into a corner, shape changes, nibbles it a little bit.
No, not even just picks
Not
up.
even.
Yeah, just puts it in his mouth. Like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
good.
know,
It's
maybe-
meat and carrots.
Maybe like a couple days worth of food for each of the dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. And you don't really need to negotiate that. That's a silver piece a day for feed.
Yeah, for the 2. So 5, so 10 silver.
Oh yeah.
Or a gold.
Sorry. 5 copper pieces a day. You're right. I was looking at the
Oh,
axe
okay.
beak.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like 10 silver for 2 days for the 2 dogs. Yeah, sure.
Bird seed's more expensive.
Of course, birds are
Yeah.
important.
Of course, because birdseed is. How many silver is a birdseed?
Mm.
I don't know. Enough.
Ah, I didn't know either.
One.
It seemed like you knew.
What did I say? I was like, oh, I was looking at the axe beak. Like it was more expensive.
Oh, yes.
It's not,
yes.
that's not a bird feed. That is a monster.
Yeah,
That's
the axe
monster
beak is
feed.
like a cassowary. they don't peck away at seeds, the best I know. Unless it's like a Brazil nut or something.
Yeah, unless you would consider a person a seed.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
person's skull.
Yeah, they're meant to chop open coconuts easily.
Their skulls are the meadows. Play in the meadows.
All right, you guys get a bunch of sled dogs.
Yay!
For ease of transport, you can just name them what you want, and we'll put that on like the splash screen so
Nice.
that we can
Yeah.
just drag in sled dog whenever we need one.
Yes, that sounds
Sure.
good.
Because I'm not gonna be super careful about making sure that each of your precious dogs is on every single screen that they show up on. Just
And it
letting you
gives us
know
time to
as a
think of the
preface.
names.
Yeah, and it gives you time to think of the names, obviously. Okay, do you guys need anything else here at the open market? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Baramy?
Someone took the initiative.
Baramy took the initiative and decides to bite. Who's Baramy gonna bite?
No, better me. We do not bite.
How did you name it so quick?
I just went into. We have the sled dog option. I just named one of them. I just named it. I wonder if we all have Baramy now. Actually,
I think
'Cause
that
it's-
you all might have Baramy now. You
we
need
all
to-
have Baramy.
1 of 10 names.
We're just gonna put 10 names. Baramy and Jacob and Dog 2 and
We can just name them after the 10 towns.
Boy Jr.
No.
I do not call
No.
Targos.
No.
Why
I
don't we
don't
name
want
them after these murder towns?
Yeah, these some meta towns.
You would
Alright,
want to
yeah,
name
I-
it from the token, not from the journal entry, because the journal entry is where its stats are. Just
Selma
s-
immediately
so-
starts training at least 2 of these dogs as her own. Gets them to heal and stuff. Or tries to.
maybe that's a little animal scrambling check, maybe.
Yeah, probably. It would probably take, obviously, time to get them fully trained, but for now, they know how to pull a sled when asked.
Mm.
Great.
Come when I call them.
Excuse me, Baramy, would you mind pulling the sled? Bark. Good boy, Baramy. Good boy.
Jeremy and Baramy, would you mind pulling the sled?
I mean, I figured that's where it was going, but
Yeah.
I got ahead of myself.
Just and bumpus.
And here's the Jeremy Baramy.
Ah,
And
No, it's Baramy and Larold.
this is the eye.
Nobody knows what... You know, the eye broke me. I understood. I was with you for the whole rest, but the eye...
So do we each get the name 2? Is that what we're getting at?
Around
Yeah.
time, yeah,
If
yeah,
each
yeah.
each you
Figure-
got
figure out
2
how to
sled
do it.
dogs. Well, we won't do it here.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. But in the meantime, is there anything else that you need here? There's also Triglio's, which is a gear shop explicitly, so that's more like if you need adventuring gear versus need like sled dogs, sleds, and fishing equipment.
What was
Perhaps we
that?
could find some magic potions there.
Perhaps. What was that, Grendel's? Was that armor? Or do they just do crafts?
You had me there a second when you
Arts and
said at Grundle's.
It's like, what?
Grindle.
It is Grendel. It's probably like Grendel,
Grindel.
like
Grendel.
an sound. Grendel. Grendel is a blacksmith.
Yeah.
It's
Do they have
astonishing
armor?
me that I. Okay.
Weapons?
Yeah, they can make armor and weapons, all sizes, not just dwarves.
I might. You guys got leather armor. I might do something a little tougher.
Sure.
Hammering chain.
Well, we didn't find any upgrades the last time we went armor shopping. So.
Vilma becomes the third tank.
She's the Pierce tank.
Pierce.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. That's true, because we got the Rochambeau, so you might need somebody with different armor.
Our group is quite vulnerable to slashing.
Hmm.
I won't be. Never again. I keep getting stabbed and cut. Getting sick of this shit.
I think. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. We got time. Nephros will go to Grindels and bring, I guess,
Grindel.
the weaponry and armor. Really, I've just got my eye on some studded armor, studded leather, which I suspect is more likely to find in Bryn Shander. But if I see any nice, I don't know, short swords, I guess I'll take a look. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, yeah, the Grendel's is more of an armor shop, as opposed to a leather armor shop. They more have like medium and heavy, excluding hide.
Chain is fairly good.
Okay.
You know, piercing is not plate, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Nephros like throws his arm out and gestures to like how wiry and thin it is. You think this could hold up, chain?
Mm.
If
Yeah.
you
Alright.
think enough
That's
hot.
right. I don't think so.
Maybe 2 chains.
You could put like one chain around one ear and one chain around the other ear, and you can have earrings.
I gotta have a
Hoop
chain between my
dog.
horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your horns pierced.
Scrimshaw horns?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's what I'm naming my dog.
Oh my god, we have to go to Keegan's again. Nephros is like, I need to get my horns scrim-shandered.
No, I'm naming one of them Scrimblow and the other one Scrunkly.
Nice.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
one
don't
of them
think...
isn't Borkus?
No, of course not.
No, he's moved on from Borkus and onto Scrimblow.
I
That's
mean,
his
if
new
you're gonna
thing.
name anything Borkus, it probably should be a dog.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's the sled dog, Glubshido. He's in this movie.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a-
I can't select it.
Karn
It's
hated
okay.
that. Man.
Well,
Karn
Just
hated
like,
it
"Wow."
so much he left the Discord.
Just like, I'm good.
Destroyed his internet.
Anyway, Vilma heads off to Grendel's.
Grind. He
Hello.
hard them to me.
Are you here for some fine dwarven craft? I can see you got some nice blades on you.
Yes, I'm a fan of weaponry and armor, so I've come to see one of the masters, of course.
Well, I'm one of the best. I used to live in Mithril Hall before it fell.
Oh, wow. So you got some mithril work under your belt then?
Well, I wouldn't say that I have Mithril here with me. It was a long time ago. But we had a lot of adventures. Back with the companions of the hall, were at their high. I wish I could have gone with them, but I did see him once. Brunor, Drizzt, all them.
Yeah, no, I met Bruno as well, actually. He's still around, by the way.
He's some sad sack up in the Dwarven Valley. What a
I don't know,
lot
we had
he's
we had
become.
a bit of fun.
Did you? Maybe he's
Yeah.
broken from his fugue.
I'd try.
Well, what can I do for you, Miss,
Call me Vilma.
Vilma? What can I do for you? I have many fine weapons, as well as metal arms and armor.
Well, I'm traveling with an adventuring band. We call ourselves the Free Voices of Zadale.
Good name, good name.
It's
Strong name.
we've had a few adventures, and I've learned I need a little bit more protection. perhaps a breastplate?
A breastplate. Well, I'll see if we have anything that can fit your
The biggest.
proportions. He looks you up and down. Not used to fitting Goliaths, especially not ones this big. Let me see what I got. Maybe I can
Big for a
hammer something
Goliath.
out for you. He said it. It's big for a Goliath. Everybody write that down.
Everybody, yeah, it's true. This one asshole dwarf said I'm fat. Okay.
All right. He goes looking around and says, here we go. This ought to be right big. He comes back with a breastplate. Seems to be fairly well fitted to your size. You try it on and with a bit of squeegeeing around, a bit of loosening of the
Yeah, I can
the
get like
straps.
some adjustments.
It seems to fit adequately on you.
I want
It'll-
to fit really nice.
All right. Well, he offers that he can refit the thing for, we'll say, a quarter the price of the original armor, tacked onto the price.
Is it that far off? I thought it would be quicker. It's gotta be that much more than probably.
Actually,
not.
yeah, I'm maybe getting my wires crossed. He'll just offer it to you
breastplates aren't cheap.
for 750 gold pieces. For the normal price of breastplate.
Yes,
400 gold
please.
pieces.
Are you kidding me? 750.
Plate.
Overheated.
Yeah.
There he is. He's back.
I have no internet, but I'm on my phone.
Oh dang,
no.
that sucks. Did it?
Well,
Is there a storm?
Well, there was a solar storm today.
Oh,
Hmm.
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
And, Elon Musk satellites exploded.
I
Huh.
I
Did not
can't
know
tell if
that.
you're kidding.
A victory for space.
I don't know, there's no signal. I got no internet.
Oh no.
Restarting.
Oh, that's fine. Thankfully, we're doing mostly shopping today. But yeah,
We do that. We simulate shopping.
as long as you're here, we can keep you invested.
Yeah, Suvi, while we got you on the phone, do you have anything you want us to pick you up from the marketplace? You want something to take home?
Potions.
Want some bread and milk?
Potions. We gotta get the
Healing
bread and
potions.
milk. Okay. Yeah, we can be sure to go after some potions. All right. He offers it to you for 400.
I will. See. Okay. First, also, perhaps some trade-ins, and I'll take out. I've prestidigitated the and cleaned up the mail that I've been using so far that we scavenged.
Was it just a chain shirt?
I believe it was a chain shirt. Yes.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Yes, it's a chain shirt. Da-da.
Okay. He accepts this and is willing to take a teeny bit off the price for it. He'll do it for 325.
That's fair. I suppose I do love to keep pushing it though. Can I also kind of circle back to I want to circle back to me being in an adventuring party. Like, this is fine wares. It would be wonderful if I could tout your armor after another victory of saving some nearby towns, just like in Tourmaline. I'll be sure to speak of your name, Grendel.
I'll speak your
What?
name.
Oh,
Looks at the sign.
never mind.
Grendel. Let them know that I got it from you. Make a persuasion check, this time with advantage.
Sweet. I like that.
17. You did say you met with Bruno.
Yeah, in fact,
Tell you what.
we have a good relationship.
Tell you what, if you let me put my my sigil in a more prominent place, then I'll give it to you for 275.
That is a fair deal, my friend, and I'll give him a shake.
Ah, indeed. Well, I'll enamel my sigil in the lower left part of the breastplate. It doesn't need
Make
to be
sure-
brazen on your chest, but I'll just put it somewhere visible.
Shine it up. Make it look good.
All right. This will be the sigil of Grendel Granite Fist and his
Okay.
Granite Fist. So it kind of looks like
Hand you the fist on your boob.
the lower left, kind of like on the.
Yeah.
Spring loaded and punches people for you.
It's a hip fist.
It's a hip fist, which is definitely a great like guitarist name or something. Yo, it's me, Hip Fist. Diddle diddle diddle.
It's like Sting. Like that's just his name.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like the Boros sigil, how it's like a fist, but instead of surrounded with radiance, it's just like surrounded with a square and his initials like in one of the corners of the square, and then the fist is made to look cracked a bit as if it's granite, like made of stone.
It's pretty cool, honestly. I'm not crying over this. It's pretty good. Yeah, perfect. I got a Granite Fist breastplate.
When you get back to the Dwarven Valley, tell him Granite Fist sent you. Maybe he'll send some dwarves my way, the ones that venture out.
Yes, if this keeps me alive, and I'll be sure to tell the tales.
Oh, it sure will. He taps on the front of the breastplate. Tung tung. Solid iron.
Great. Oh, my AC needed that so bad. We're at 16.
Well, can I help you with anything else? Any blades you might be interested?
I'll see what he has, but I feel pretty covered.
Yeah, he has most things that are available in the player's handbook. So, yeah, pretty much anything here. Maybe specializes in like hammers and axes, particularly because dwarves just gravitate towards those like fucking moths to a flame, I guess.
Freaking moths. I think I'm pretty solid now with my equipment.
All right. Well, then it was good seeing you. Nice to meet you, Vilma.
Always a pleasure.
Alrighty. Anybody else? What are you guys doing? Heading to the Trip and Shuffle, heading to Triglio's for adventuring gear.
Murder, beat up a man. Is that
Do
what?
you
We're
want
not
to
gonna
murder,
be
beat up a man? Do you want to get a place at the Luskan Arms for the night?
We could drop off
Shopping, I
stuff
heard.
at the Luskan Arms maybe, and then go about. Because now we have a bunch of sleds. Probably shouldn't be carrying them around.
I
But
could buy
dogs.
some potions real quick. My internet's back now.
Oh,
get potions, get all the other stuff. Then we can go on the
Potion
little.
of healing, please.
Yeah, then we can go to the
Potion,
Trip
please.
and Swig and
Plot, please.
listen in.
After asking around, Triglio's does sell healing potions. They're few and far between as they get them shipped, but they do have them available.
How much?
The shopkeeper creeps out from behind like a pillar they were standing behind. Hello. He's got like his arm like tucked up under his body. Can I help you?
Do you carry any healing potions?
We do. We have some in stock. Let me see what I can get for you. They run 50 gold pieces a piece. We have 5. We have 5 healing potions. Useful out in the field.
I think you need one.
Yes.
Sadly,
Hi, Grundle. I didn't see you there.
sadly they won't work. Not for this. Gestures towards his decrepit arm.
Well, what say you to a discount if we take all 5 off your hands?
Bargaining.
Wink, wink.
What did
Bushy,
you
bushy eyebrows.
what did you have in mind? How much can you afford?
About 130 gold for the lot.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. He's not an animal, right?
He is not an animal. He's just
Ah,
a
but Tanner.
rail-thin man. He narrows his eyes at you. Less than half. You insult me. I'll give them to you for 230. No less.
Fine, I think I'll just have to take 3 then. No, 2 then.
Very well. 100 gold pieces.
Fair enough. Potion of healing.
Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Well, I'm looking at that withered arm of yours. Has there been any suspicious folk wearing black crystals around the neck stopping through this town recently? Hey, I'll leave you any
Perhaps you must
gifts.
know things.
No, I don't think so. Not that I can recall. Maybe there were some tieflings like you, but they didn't stop by. I only can see things from the window. I don't head out much. My arm scares people. But
Yeah, I can see
this,
that.
this wasn't any curse. Just a simple collision when I was out fishing. Used to be a fisherman, but it's dangerous work.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
I
you hit
almost
one
got
of those
killed by a sturgeon the other
Yeah.
day.
giant sturgeons?
No, this was another ship at the dock. I wasn't paying attention. Hand was on the outside of the boat, and then a wave crashed the boat into the dock. Haven't been able to
Ouch.
feel anything since. Aren't no good healers out here in Icewind Dale. None that I can afford.
Yeah, well, that's rough, buddy. Well, thanks for the potions.
Of course. If you have any other interests, rope, torches, bombs, it's yours, my friend. Just kidding. That one, no bombs. But we have anything that you might possibly need on an adventure. Maybe things that you don't need. Didn't think you needed. Crowbars,
Mm-mm.
pitons,
Got one of those, got 9 of those.
caltrops,
Don't have any of those, but those are spiky.
a bag of 100, or no, 1,000 ball bearings, miscounted.
Oh, yeah, got one of those.
Commonly confused 100 and 1,000.
They're small.
Do you got grappling hooks?
Aye. We
Okay, I
have
got one of
those.
those.
Do you need a mirror to see around doorways?
You know what? That might actually be useful.
I thought it might. Perhaps I'd trouble you for 7 gold pieces.
Can I see the mirror in question?
Of course. He pulls a mirror off the shelf. There's a few of them there. They're like a hand mirror that's maybe like maybe 6 inches by like 3 inches. It's polished silver.
One smartphone.
I'd like to
One
try and-
smartphone.
I'd like to see if maybe I can haggle him down to like 6 gold pieces if I can identify like any
Careful,
nicks in it.
Nephros, he's tough.
Easy peasy.
I'll tear you apart.
I'll tear you apart, Nephros. Well, we'll see what he rolls. Roll a persuasion check. Nephros could roll exceptionally well, like this time. When I was trying to
Is
make
that
fun
allowed?
of him. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
no,
look
no.
at the
Slightly
rolls.
over 10. Good roll.
Yeah, you look it over, and I mean, it's smaller than you thought. It doesn't even have a frame. You managed to haggle him down to 5 gold pieces, which is its actual price.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I've seen bigger in the bigger cities, but you seem to be in a bit of a rough spot. So, sure. Well, I'll give you 5 gold pieces for this.
Very well. Do you need any lamps? A lock for your precious goods?
Nephros looks back to the rest of the group.
It's a nice little padlock, easy to snap over something.
When are we ever going to need to lock a door in the wilderness?
I mean, I think we're fine. If anything, our goal over the next couple trips is to get rid of everything in our chest. So
Oh, I donated 100 gold to this guy.
yeah, well, I think I think our business here is completed.
Very good. Well, come back to Triglio's anytime that you need something.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah, bye.
His head is like shaking back and forth, just twitching as you exit. Yeah, he's a
He
creepy
gets
old man.
Very nice.
He's a troubled person.
He's got troubles, and they ain't even his fault. All right. With that being said, what else? You guys know that. What was her name?
Have you dropped off our stuff at like the inn yet?
Nobody mentioned that, but
Yep. No. Mentioned it a couple times. There's a couple things that was on the list.
yeah, that was on the
Running around with our
list.
entire carts.
All right. Well, how about we go there? We can drop off our stuff so we can just maneuver around this place without carrying
I
around
thought we did that
everything.
before we went to the thing.
We are leading 10 dogs around, so we probably already did that.
Yeah, you guys went to visit Garrett first, and then
Mhm.
immediately
And
went to
then-
the market for dogs,
Mhm.
and
And then went to Suvi and bought stuff.
Okay to hand wave some sequences of storing
Just-
things.
Making
I
sure I know where
understand.
things are.
I
We need to
understand.
find, kenneling for these dogs.
Probably be
Yeah.
at the end, if anything.
Yeah.
The inn does have kenneling. Actually, the front gate has kenneling for your dogs and sleds. So they're kept there almost like a stable, and this is like regular in most of these towns. You head down to the Luskin Arms to get your rooms set up. The kind of portly innkeeper is there to see you. Owen Tarsnell. Sorry, didn't see you come in.
No, that's fine. How much to just leave these here?
You want a room?
I mean, yeah, I think we're probably gonna need like 3 rooms at least.
There's a
3
lot of us.
rooms and stable space for 10 hounds.
Right, well, you can find stable space for 10 hounds at the front gate.
Right? Oh,
I assumed I had hand waved that for you and tried to
Okay.
do that in my
We
exposition.
did that.
Do we need to pay
Okay.
anything, or does it cost or no?
Yeah, it just has a cost of 5 coppers.
Okay.
Probably per sled. Just because they take
Yeah.
up space.
All right, sure. We'll spend it for mine.
Yep.
Yep.
If you want to
Couple
stay at the Luskin Arms, it is a silver piece a night. Cheaper than the last
Yeah.
time you were here.
Sounds good.
You got it.
You're handed your room keys, and you head up the one room with like an orange glow behind it is still there. The one where you saw Nerth the first time that you were here. Seems like he's still there.
Oh, we can check in on him, see anything new has been happening around.
Yeah, if you want to. All I need is to hear the magic words.
Yeah, anybody up for this? I can just go knock on the door again.
Go for it.
I mean, what's gonna stop you?
What was it?
No one,
He's
technically.
already doing it.
Yep,
Nerth?
already gone.
Nerth is the speaker for Grundle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be next to Venric when he does that.
The one with the impossible flying snakes in the cage.
Right.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
that's true.
Creatures that do not exist.
That's right.
Yeah, nobody's heard of them. You knock on the door,
Yep, nobody.
and he opens it. He sees Grundle. What can I do for you, young man?
No, down here.
Oh,
It's me again. Hi.
wait, you were here like a week ago?
Hey, sure. Yeah, somewhere around that. A few nights ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little big. Hold on. Hey there, little man. Okay. I'll at least put his name on his nameplate. Yeah. Boing. Okay. What can I do for you, Mr.
Mirnig. We're
Mirnig?
back in town. We just figured we'd check in to see if there's any new information going on, or maybe if you needed help with.
That's right. You were tracking down that killer, weren't you?
We were.
Did you find
Yes.
anything of consequence?
Nope.
Then,
Not yet.
So, they wanted me to let you know that you have been chosen.
I don't think so. The drawing isn't for another few weeks.
Oh, they pushed it up. You've been chosen. I'm sorry. Come with
Rundle,
me.
don't threaten people.
No, that's, Look, kid, I understand that you might have feelings for the way that we do things here in Icewind Dale, here in Targos, but, I'm the speaker, and I pull the name from the lot. Alright?
Is your name in the lot?
Of course, just like any speaker.
Are you okay, Grundle?
Maybe.
Yeah, is this like a cry for attention?
Do you need to go for a walk?
I mean, boy's name doesn't go into it. If that makes you feel any better.
Boy? Why would Boy go in? He's a dog. You can't kill a dog.
His
He's
name
too
doesn't.
innocent.
His name doesn't go in. He was telling you.
That's what he was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. His name
Yeah.
doesn't go in.
Yeah, that would be silly if it did.
That'd be the only NPC you care about in this entire place.
Listen, every boy, every girl, every man, every woman can be picked.
Yikes, children too.
It is possible.
All right. Well,
The names go in a lot. We head to the Speakers Council in Bryn Shander, and we pull them. All 10 of the speakers. There are witnesses. Then we go back to town.
The speakers are the witnesses.
Well, the speakers and other witnesses as well. There's people there to keep the records. There's at least 50 people present at that meeting usually. A lot of them native Shandarans. I don't know what you call people from Bryn Shander. But, yeah, it's not for another few weeks.
all right. Well, that aside, we're just letting you know that we're in town again. So if you had any new information we could work off of, that'd be great.
Sorry, I don't have any new information to tell. Is that all? Are you staying here?
We are.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be right next door. Have a nice night. And I'll walk away.
You too.
Don't mind the kid. Teenagers, they're hard to control.
Right. Well, then you have a good night. Please, keep him under control.
Is there any way I can do like a perception check in the room as like we're both like backing away or anything, just to see if there's like anybody in there or anything that maybe is important to kind of standing out?
Sure, you can make a perception check. Yeah, you glance around, and I mean, you see that his flying snakes are still there.
Really?
There was like 3 last time. Now there's 2, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe one died. It's cold.
Fair. You said that all the speakers meet in Bryn Shander, right?
Yes,
That's new information.
it is. The 10 speakers gather in Bryn Shander to pull the lot.
All right. Well, I mean, that was pretty much it. For me, I'll go back to the room.
All right. Well, you have rooms for the night, each a silver apiece, and yeah, the rest of the day is yours. Probably afternoon. And then they went to bed.
And then they went to bed. Yo, it was like
No-
anybody else? Nope.
Hmm?
Okay.
No
I
drinks.
don't think it
No
cut off.
nothing.
drinks.
I thought you were talking.
Gonna-
about it.
Do we want to go and listen in on
Do we
the?
want to go to the trap and shuttle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to stalk that guy.
Yeah,
get,
that's
get your
unalias.
fist ready.
They
And
have
it's
a
always
hot
right about his
chocolate.
hunches.
Totally. Although I probably shouldn't show up if he's going to be eyeing me.
Be a fox. Be a
disguise?
fox.
Ugh.
I want to
That might be
pet
a
it.
little frowned
I-
upon.
Convince me.
Seduce me.
I don't know. I'll just pick you up and start petting you and walking that way anyway.
Maybe
can-
this will get them in the mood to be a fox.
Intimidation. You can do this while in your gnome form, or you can do this while you're a fox. Pick
Either
one.
way,
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
petting you. I'm going
You
to
make
start
it
petting
weird
you
for
now.
both of us, or only
I
one?
don't know when I'll stop. I guess make an intimidation. Yeah, that's probably a good roll.
Please stop. I have a bald spot now.
I am uncomfortable.
Weirdly, that's the best roll I've had all night.
Yeah, it's been pretty spicy.
All right. Well, I mean, you can say it's up
I'm-
to you how
I'm
much you're
intimidated.
intimidated.
I'm intimidated. Oh,
Yay!
in the room, I'll just be like,
Yes.
armor, everything falls off.
Like that girl from Finding Nemo that like has the fish in the bag that just keeps shaking it too much and then it's just like
Darla.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know how I remembered that. It's a weird name to have remembered from that movie.
It's your favorite character.
It's my favorite character. The kid that abuses fish. Love
Yeah.
it.
Like Sid.
I think it's the way that one of the other fishes says it.
Darla!
Darla.
Dream.
Oh,
It's the starfish that goes, it's Darla!
I think it's the pufferfish that says it in a deep voice for some reason. Anyway, that is way
Yeah,
beside the
Oh,
point.
great. Ooh, ha, ha.
So we all go into the trap and shuffle.
Trap and kettle.
You go to the Crap and Goofle.
Nice.
The Biff and Boffle.
That's right.
You head to the tavern, which has a few patrons now. They're heading in and out of the place. Yeah, you head inside, Grundle, with your stroking your pet fox.
Fox. Yes. All right.
Um,
You can just wear me on your shoulder and I can just be like a little scarf.
dang it, I was trying to click on something else and then Vendrick moved under my clicky.
Oh my god, this is the best. This is the best hiding thing. Someone needs to like do fancy wear and then wear me as a scarf.
Wait,
Vilma
I have
with
nice
her glorious
clothes, you might
furs.
fit.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me wear the Vendrick and we'll see. If you fit.
Fine.
The ultimate sneaking like into some sort of gala and then have a weapon available. And it's just a tiny
It
animal.
works. It works with me. Okay.
Okay, you head into the Trip and Shuffle. Now that you've seen the inside, you get a nice, good look around. There's actually a pretty nice thing going on here because there's a wide, flat gaming table in the corner of the room with a few people that are tossing some bones around, playing Xbox. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, offices and cubicles.
They're playing Evening Empire 5.
Evening Empire 5. There's also notably a bunch of large monster bones hanging from the rafters of varying types. Some of them are like larger femur bones, but others are like full-on skulls, some even with the jaws still intact. You recognize a Yeti skull from the horns. There's like a string of like some sort of like spiked creature, maybe like a dragon tail spikes or something. Not the full dragon, probably. Maybe it was just a big fish. Who's to say? There are a few fish up there. Just admiring all this handiwork as you head inside. The person with the scarf doesn't have the scarf on anymore, but you recognize them. They're sitting behind the bar, cleaning a few leather cups.
Hello, sir. Can I have a hot chocolate?
Are you like 5?
No, I'm
You
9.
look 5?
I don't think he's 9.
Well, we don't have chocolate milk here, or whatever thing you're looking for. Mostly an adult place to be.
Ah, Okay, fine. I'll have an ale.
I don't think I should be serving you that.
Okay, I'll have a tea.
Anything for him? Jeez, you're so rude.
I
Too
can
old for
get
chocolate and too young for booze. What is this?
you some honey water, maybe. Get some really
do
watered
want
down
water.
stuff.
I'll have that then.
He takes some mead and waters it down a lot. And he hands it to you. It doesn't taste great.
Thank you, sir. Find the recipe from.
Unbelievable. You're getting 1 star on Grelp.
That's 1 copper, kid.
Oh. Okay, here you go. I throw in a copper piece.
Thank you. Make sure that
Mean
dog doesn't
kid.
chew on anything. He looks.
Mean to dogs.
Oh no, it'll be fine.
Mean to dogs.
Punching this guy is really getting higher and higher up my list. The more he's
Also, here's a silver piece. What kind of people come around these parts?
He looks at you with a vague piece of surprise and interest as he picks up the silver piece. Make a persuasion check. With disadvantage, he doesn't really like you.
I mean, that's true of most people.
I don't like you
Yes,
either.
that makes sense.
I have a death sentence in 12 systems.
He puts the silver piece back down and slides it over to you. Oh, look, kid, I don't know who's putting you up to this, but just go tell him to stop making fun of you or whatever.
What?
Sure.
Who makes fun of me? Did somebody tell you?
Feel like someone told you to come in here and antagonize me. Probably one of your friends. Just forget about it, okay?
Who else is there with us?
There's not too many people in here because it's still like in the afternoon. It's also not exactly like the more popular of the places. It's near the entrance, so it's more of a it's more of like a place for out-of-towners like you folk. So there's an eclectic bunch, but the gamblers
also
are
got
here
our
most
group.
of the day. Oh, who in your group is nearby?
As well.
Well, Vilma said something, so I assume Vilma's there.
Mm-hmm.
Nephros has his character nearby. Subi
Yes.
dragged his character nearby. Jeeves is probably at the Luskin Arms waiting for somebody to say his name.
I was waiting until the Grundle incident was over, but Nephros is going to sidle up to the bar and just kind of do small talk and just trying to generally just, in a word, carouse with the bartender to sort of get him at ease a little bit.
Sure.
Picture all
Schmooze
of us
away.
hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, so just in general. Well, I
Sorry,
guess-
yeah. This is prepping up to, and this is to set up for an eventual thing that he'll actually ask him. But
Okay, I have another question. Where did all these monster boats come from?
He looks
Don't
up
just tell me like the dead monsters or anything. Like, who captured them?
He looked up at the monster bones. Well, adventurers come in every once in a while. They think that they can gamble away their fortunes and end up losing stuff, so they end up putting up their monster bones as collateral. Some of them come back for them, some of them don't. And, some of them were just fish that were caught in the lake.
I've heard about these fish. They almost killed a friend of mine.
Yeah, it's dangerous stuff. I hear in Bremen there's a sea monster.
That again?
Hey, I just tell
Everybody
him like
keeps
I hear
talking
him.
about the sea monster.
it's probably just one of those sturgeons.
Telling you this sturgeon was the size of Grundle.
I think it's a tall tale. Nobody's ever come back from the oceans and from the lakes in Targos and complained about sea monsters. It's just all the people from Bremen, so I think they're all scared.
So wait, let's back up a little bit. So you're saying you offer high stakes gambling to adventurers?
I did say that.
Oh no, Nephros' weakness.
Money.
Dice rolls.
Well, before we talk about that, hold on, give me 1 sec. When Venric fwoomped, what happened to the box you had with the shards in it?
Probably be in the room.
All right, maybe someone would have it,
Yeah.
or did someone pick it up? I don't know.
Yeah, things don't merge into my body like a wild
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go try and find the box or figure out who has it.
All right. I would say that's definitely at the Luskan Arms, unless it was explicitly given to somebody.
The box?
The
Basically-
Conchina box.
I guess
Yeah,
it'd probably
Venric's
just be
possessions.
Evil crystal in a box.
Yeah,
I think it's currently cursing Jeeves, if anything.
yeah.
Oh,
Probably making it stronger.
Who took that box? Was it Jeeves?
It was me, but I brought it along just in case that you needed it.
Oh, well, that's awfully convenient.
Also,
All right,
I
hold
don't
on.
trust the proprietors of the Luskan Arms. It is much too poor there.
That we're going to talk about that later, Jeeves.
Yeah, I don't trust that speaker either.
Here, give me that box.
Yes, Master
So-
Nephros.
Listen, we've been looking for some folk who've got some black crystals around their necks. They might have been trying to kidnap people in the towns, or maybe just persuade them to join a cult. And he puts the box on the table and opens it up. Have you seen anyone sporting a crystal necklace with something that looks like this?
Squints at it. Huh. Reaches out to pick it up. He picks it up.
The radiation kills him instantly.
Hmm. It's a nice looking rock.
Okay. Do you know
Oh.
anything?
I'm sorry. He drops it into the box.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think I have seen people come by with it. There was two tieflings, a guy and a girl. They were looking for a place to stay. I told them we didn't have rooms here. But they did have those crazy things around their necks. They were kind of like wrapped up in gold or something. Expensive looking things. I remember peeking at them. It almost looked like they had like a sword inside of them. Almost like how this kind of has this blackness in it. It's almost like a cross or a sword pointing down.
Fascinating. So you said you turned them down. Do you know if they stayed a night in this town anywhere?
Can't say. I didn't see them after that. They did say they were looking for more things like it, though.
All right, well, it's just as likely they went on the move. Well, thanks for the information. That's helpful anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I got other people to look after. If you want to gamble, the tables are over there. Just talk to some of the other people. My boss is gonna maybe take over for me. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure thing.
He walks into the back.
Now is it time for me to go and punch him?
Well, no, I mean, he was perfectly helpful there.
Oh,
Nephros, why don't you follow him? I'll give
What?
you enhanced ability on dexterity. Just see what's going on. Venric had a bad thing. He might be doing something.
Listen, I'm not going to spy on some guy taking a piss because you want me to.
Please, I'm too
Taking
subtle.
the piss.
Look at Venric's freaking out. He wants you to go follow him.
Venric's being absolutely quiet and probably sneaking off himself.
Vendrick's
Look at him.
beside
He's
himself.
freaking out. He doesn't make that noise normally. No, go.
Benrick, calm down.
A paunchy man in a striped apron comes out. He's kind of balding a bit. And it looks like he has a bit of a cold. Heads over to the tables. Anybody not been served yet? Anybody?
Yes, me. I'll get his attention. Nephros, sneak, go.
I'll take a
Alright,
hot
fine.
chocolate, please.
Yes, do you have any hot chocolate?
This is a bar.
Yeah, there's bars with hot chocolate. If you go, there's
Huh.
4 bars over in whatever the hell, Brinshander, and they all had hot chocolate.
This is
Bremen, whatever.
We don't have 5 taverns here. We have this gambling house.
There were
All
5
right.
of them, and they all had it.
Somehow I don't believe you. We sell adult beverages here.
Yeah, because you put the whiskey into the chocolate, and it tastes very good.
Well, we don't got fancy adult beverages here. We got ale, 4 copper pieces.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's warm. It might help out around here. It's sweet. It's got, chocolate in it. That
Not
always
changing
makes
my
people feel
business
better.
model because you asked me to. 4 copper pieces for ale. Anyway, Nephros, are you taking Vilma up on this while she distracts this guy?
I am certainly gonna try. Yeah.
All right.
I'll also give you a bardic inspiration just to make sure.
Hold on a second, sir. Okay,
I won't.
Good,
Fine
Nephros?
then. It's
Slap,
really.
slap.
Never mind.
She just starts
Mind if I take
scanning.
out my loot?
You can
Yeah,
give
doodle, get down that ladder.
you can give it to Nephros with like a wink. It's enough for Nephros to get off.
Whoa.
Yikes.
It is.
Ooh.
A big lady. Nephros, you slip into the back while this guy's distracted, and while all the gamblers are like cheering, and there's a sufficient distraction. You're able to slide into the back room. It looks like there's a bit of like a kitchen back here, a bunch of barrels piled high in the back. Looks like some of them haven't been touched in a while. There's a bit of a fishy smell coming from some of the barrels.
I was right. It is fishy.
Told you it was fishy. This is worth it. Make a perception check as you try to find where this guy went. All right. You close your eyes. Your ears twitch. You hear a long stream of uninterrupted piss in the outhouse, which is attached to the side of this building. After a few minutes, you hear the door open from the outside coming in. You duck behind some barrels, and the guy comes in sniffing around. Damn cold. Shakes some snow off his shoulders.
Thought that was going somewhere else.
Lofts the snow off. his penis.
Shakes some icicles off his dick. Man, it's a cold one out today.
So much in the cold.
It's just jingling out there.
And he heads back into the main room. The rest of you guys see this man return behind the bar, and he goes, "Don't worry, Greg, I got it from here." Good, because I still got a cold.
Gregory.
Get
He's
these
here for like 2 seconds.
Get these people some ale. Don't give them any chocolate. Not that we have any. Glances back at the rest of them.
Insight check.
Everyone here is so malicious and
Mhm.
Don't
something
give them
that
any
I don't know
chocolate, which
why.
we don't have.
They're grumpy.
Do they have chocolate?
What is every person is malicious to us, I swear.
You think he has chocolate. You don't know if anybody else has chocolate.
Narrow my eyes.
We gotta get chocolate out of these guys.
Nephros,
Names.
the paunchy man heads into the back, and you duck back behind the barrels.
Yes.
He heads over and opens a fishy little glass jar of pickled herring, slurps down a few, burps loudly before scratching his stomach, and then heads upstairs.
I'm sure he's getting very good information.
Okay. I actually do. I'll approach the stairs after he goes up and try and follow.
Sure. Follow him stealthily. Less
Okay,
than
14.
stealthily. It's creaky floorboards.
You have advantage and you have bardic inspiration.
Oh, I do have.
Oh, you do have advantage as well because of the cat's grace.
Yes. And Bardic
Okay.
Inspiration is just a D6 now, right?
It is
Mhm.
D6. Okay, yeah. With a 17, you're definitely able to make it up there. As it creaks, the person goes, "Hey, get back to work, Russell!" You kind of, in your best voice, go like, It seems to have placated this guy.
Ah.
He seems to have thought that the grunt came from Russell, whoever that was. And you make your way the rest of the way up the stairs. You quickly hear snoring coming from the room that he went into. There's another room here upstairs. It seems to be locked.
I will try and pick it.
Do.
Hmm.
Pick it good.
Try to pick it.
All right. Well, with your thieves' tools, it's a fairly simple lock. You manage to get your thieves' tools in and shimmy it around a bit. There's only like 2 tumblers and unlocks. You squeak open the door real quiet, and you look around. It's a small room. Clothes are kind of at least, folded up and well kept in a basket by the door. The sheets as well are really nicely well, like they made the bed and everything. And you see that a closet is ajar a bit. Looks like the door doesn't set all the way. As you open it up after seeing a glint from within, you notice that there's a full set of Cormyrean armor inside, complete with the scarf that was seen earlier. It's been piled on top of the helmet in there. This is indeed a full set of plate armor for a Cormyrean purple knight.
Wow. Well, that's
You don't
real
know what that
unfortunate.
means, but you can make a history check to find out.
Yeah, sure.
I should have sent Vendrick, put Vendrick on your shoulders.
I will speak in yips.
Yep.
Only affirmations. I will never say no. Yip.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
well,
Ducky.
your history does in fact recall that the Purple Dragon Knights are a group of elite warriors from the Cormyrean army, far to the south, but of course that isn't saying much for Icewind Dale. But their name was from a ancient black dragon that they were named after it. They were known to be highly honorable, like a lawful order. From what Venrix told you about their travels, they seem to be from a special branch that's dedicated to monster slaying, particularly, but that isn't always what they were about. They're about many other things. But their lawful nature indicates that this person should be in an army, probably, not some rando working at an inn in Icewind Dale, which is miles and miles and miles from anywhere near where a Purple Knight would be, Venric aside.
Yeah, so I guess there's a couple conclusions you could draw that someone working here is a retired Purple Knight for some reason, or that they stole this from a Purple Knight.
Yeah.
It's a condition of the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
does it look maintained, or does it look sort of
make an investigation check, I'll say.
Okay.
All right. The armor looks like it's been fairly well worn. It doesn't look like it's super poor. It looks like it's been kept, like they've been polishing it so it doesn't rust. So it seems like they know how to take care of it.
A full set of plate armor is real heavy.
You could
Sure
steal
is.
it.
I put it in my pocket.
Put it on.
Real heavy and real
Yeah, it's like a
loud.
JRPG. It's just one slot in my inventory. So.
Exactly.
Can I not simply click upon it.
I guess I'll do one last look around to see if refresh my memory. The box that had the obsidian shards or had the black crystal shards in it, it didn't have a cloth wrapped around it. The cloth was inside the box. Is that correct, or is it the other way around?
It was wrapped around the crystal shard thing.
Wrapped around it in the box. Right?
Yeah, wrapped around
In the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do
I
one last
understand.
look around for any boxes like the one that we found.
Sure. Make a new investigation check. This was just a cursory glance in the room.
Where is it, Chris?
There is not much to
We
find.
leave Nephros alone for like 5 minutes, and he has the best rolls of his life.
Just
He
leave me
has-
alone. I'm going sicko
Listen,
mode.
I'm really good at this. Just don't watch.
Nephros
his
has
mind
performance
He
anxiety.
does.
Exactly.
That has to be it. Because he never rolls this good.
All right. Yeah, after a thorough look around this very small room with not much in it, there's not really much in terms of secrets that you can find. Although you do find a small box kept under the bed. Thinking about what it could be, you open it and it appears to just be the man's life savings. Probably about 100 gold pieces,
All right.
but in silver.
I'm gonna put
Not a werewolf.
10 more gold pieces into it.
Oh.
Then I will, I guess, make my way out, basically, back through the kitchen.
A good deed. Walks out immediately, gets discovered and put to jail.
Right.
Put to death.
Define or die.
We'll see. Make a spell check.
You
Spell
never should've
check.
Come here.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, yep.
Run spell check.
All right. Well, stealth check is successful. Creep back down the stairs. Now you know which ones creak and which ones don't. And you quickly sneak outside, pretending like you know what you're doing. And nobody is the wiser.
Yeah. Nephros is gonna sidle up to Vilma and like whisper to her while they're while the bartender's like tending to someone else.
I've been trying to convince this man to try whiskey and hot chocolate. Like that's what I've been doing this entire time.
Did
Well-
you find anything in your adventure?
Wait, how did you know? Vilma, you told him I was back there?
What? I didn't even
You're
see
right
you.
here. I heard you talking.
No, I haven't even started whispering to Vilma. How did you know?
How did you know? He's so smart,
Saw you
Grundle.
come back.
No, what do you have, eagle eyes?
Yes.
Perfect vision. He can see
Roll
the future. He reads
perception.
minds. Grundle is amazing.
This is
Turn
true.
into an eagle now or
So
something?
Wordle is humor today.
No, Vilma, it's probably not a great idea to try and have him make a hot chocolate because I looked in the kitchen. I don't think they have any chocolate, like, period, at all.
He heard it
They
in his
have
voice.
pickled herring.
Yeah, they got pickled herring, which is close, but, you know.
I don't know. I think that guy has some chocolate.
How about
Yeah,
we ask the man? I'm telling you, just
So-
a bit of whiskey.
And the other thing is, I
Right
think
in
it's
the
just
face.
an innocent cough. You know, I thought maybe they could have had one of the dark crystals stashed in this area, but I think this guy's just kind of sick. And, you know, hold on. Yeah, Grundle, now you can come over. Come over here.
Okay, I'm shuffling.
And then
Okay.
I sort of turn him to direct Vendrick towards me. Whoever it is you saw here with the Cormyrian armor on, with that, who's the Purple Dragon Knight, they must work here or they live here because I saw that armor tucked away in a closet earlier. They're not
They
just
killed the person. Let's kill him.
and it was well maintained. It's not like they killed someone and stole it off of them. Whoever it is cares about that armor. And they kept
Wow.
it here and they took it off.
Venner just kind of like huddles up to kind of go silent, just sits there, and he's like, eh. And if Grundle tries to mention the whole, let's go beat him up, I'm gonna nip at your fingers.
Yeah. Bad Vendrick. Bad.
Ah!
Sit. Paw.
Sits politely, gives paw.
Good boy.
Give him some of the dog food.
Have some dog feed.
Great!
Good boy.
You know what? It tastes better than your slop. That's all I'm thinking about right now, so ha.
Whoa.
Got him.
Ha! Got him.
All right.
That's a
Interesting,
W.
okay.
Well, as you guys ponder your new insights and also ponder maybe the gambling tables over there.
Oh.
Do still have money. I could
Do still
probably
have
get
money
rid
to
of it.
burn. There's a way to burn it. Yeah, you guys ponder your options, but that's probably all we have time for today. Maybe next week I'll have gotten a bit more sleep as we do slightly more important things than shopping, but still useful. We got a bit of information. We got a bit of exploration in. We met a
know
mammoth. We got killed by a mammoth. But yeah,
Bunch of
Thank-
dogs that can move around a lot faster now.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, now there's going to be even fewer encounters as you head to places.
Yeah, just blast off to Bryn Shander and get doing things.
Yeah,
Oh, I
even
gotta
at this
heal out.
point,
2 dogs. How
Even
dare
at-
you inflict this on me?
even at this point with dogs, you could probably make it even beyond 10 towns and out into distant places like the spine of the world if you were in search of Goliaths, perhaps.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to see that next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You can watch this Rime of the Frostmaiden stream every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch our sister stream, the Dork Vision stream, that's on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight. You can find my books on DriveThruRPG and the DMs Guild, and you can support me at Patreon/NobleCrumpet. And that's that. See you all next Wednesday. Stay warm. It's going to be cold, probably in-game and out. Make sure if you see a mammoth, do not yank its tail. Do not get stomped.
Yes,
Do
go.
not pass go.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 22 damage points.
Oh, so do that. Got it.
Oh,
Catch
yes.
giant fish.
For Nephros, do that. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it
do
is the thing that will happen when you fail.
It's
Good
what
night,
activates
everyone.
my good rules. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.